Right. Shall we begin then?
Yeah.
Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D. Please help me.
Yeah,
I'm
are you
Ben,
recording?
the resident DM,
Of course.
and I am joined by. Would you lovely players like to introduce yourselves?
Go, Dylan, in order of the webcams.
Well, I don't think I need to introduce myself that much. I'm Dylan, as said. Yeah, there we go. Hi.
It kind of says everyone's
Dylan
names on the
here.
thing.
Yeah, go
Fair
on.
enough. Shall we just continue
I'm
then?
Johan, and I'm playing Bert the Barbarian. He's an Arfork. Henry.
Yes, probably have said who I was playing. Yeah, I'm playing two characters, Nundro and Milos.
Oh,
Milos
yeah.
for a bit, Nundro for a bit. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Henry, and my characters like to mess everything up for the DM, making
Very true.
I'm Michael, but you can call me what you want. I'm playing Ernie. Should I change it back? I don't know. We'll see.
You can be Otic or Michael, whatever you prefer.
You're Otic. No.
You've
Stop
revealed
painting the Michael.
his big secret.
Who's next?
Okay. Do those without cameras want to just briefly introduce themselves?
Hello.
I can introduce myself. I am Conrad Stans, I am playing Mystic, and I am very, very much regretting that decision.
Are you
It
not
is very
Irish?
complicated, and I am thinking it's not going to go very well.
I thought you were Irish.
That was a different
that was,
character, but I was playing later, or earlier in the week.
Nice.
That character was the Berian Luthindel, or something like that, but this is Conrad Stans.
Lovely.
My turn.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh, yeah.
August.
I
I'm
forgot
playing
about August.
Yaris.
Okay.
That do.
Well,
That's true, yeah, that's true. You are correct.
I was, I'll admit, I was going to try and print all of this out, but the printer gave me the middle finger and was like, nope, and the black ink has run out, so yeah, no printing out.
Don't you just
today.
love getting middle fingered by a printer?
I know, it's the printer one-upped me this time, but I'll be back. Okay, well, let's begin.
Right.
After their
Introduce
exploits
the campaign.
in the region. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Good plan. All right. So yeah, to give a general bit of background, this campaign is almost a spin-off in a way of the main campaign we ran, Lost Mines of Phandelver together. And you guys have all got your own characters there. The concept of this is that two of those characters, Milos, the bard, and Katathli, the cleric, were sort of, after a bit of downtime, were beginning to get a bit restless, and decided that after they'd heard about a ancient dwarven settlement located in some nearby mountains called Axholm, had decided they had best go and explore. So this campaign's a little strange in the fact that there's quite a big variety in levels. Katathli and Milos are both level 5, whereas the other characters are between levels 1 and 3. So it may be a bit crazy, but it's always fun to experiment with stuff like that. So that's just a bit of background.
Nice.
Okay. So now for the introduction, I suppose. After their exploits in the region of Phandelver, the Shadow Chasers have gone their own separate ways. Maldek, with the help of Dawn, is tied down overseeing the reconstruction of Shadow Manor. Harriet has gone down to Waterdeep, seeking a mentor in order to improve his martial prowess. Lagi has continued her quest to find the true power of the wild. Pharaoh continues to train his ferret, and Geiskiak has started a career as a soldier in Delazor. Meanwhile, Katasley and Milas have settled in Phandalin and recently have begun to get bored. Katasley, a warrior hill dwarf, longs for adventure, mountains, and a change of scenery from the human-inhabited Phandalin. Milas, having travelled all his life singing tales about heroic battles and wondrous places, yearns for the open road. After the Baron's feast and the ensuing battle, Nundro Rockseeker, still grieving for his brothers, leaves Phandalin and takes up the position as caretaker of the abandoned dwarven fortress of Axholm. Although long deserted, Nundro's task is to maintain the fortress and to protect it from those looking to resurrect the spirits of the moon elf Videra. Over time, rumours have spread in both Waterdeep and Neverwinter of a powerful banshee closely guarding a mountain of treasure. Although many have dismissed these rumours as old wives' tales, a wealthy merchant named Aronan Reverie of the Pilvertoa Trading Company sent two of his employees, Conrad Stans and his assistant, Dana Parrott, to track down the banshee at Axholm. After reaching the mountain, they do not manage to find the entrance to the dwarven fortress, but they do find an old rundown hut halfway up. In the old hut they find Nundro, who confirms the existence of Axholm, but also describes the dangers of entering it, saying that he has never explored the upper floor in fear of the ghouls and the banshee that inhabit it. Nundro does, however, mention that he knows of a party of adventurers that recently explored the lost mines of Phandelver, and that they might be willing to assist him on his quest. Conrad and Dana travel to Phandalin and Shadow Manor, where they meet Katasley and Milas, who are the only ones around, as Maldek and Dawn are in Waterdeep buying supplies. They agree to help them defeat the Banshee, and take with them Bert, Ernie, and a young halfling adventurer named Yaris. Then they set off on the journey. So, with that introduction, you obviously recently met in Shadow Manor and have spent the past few days preparing for your journey. Are there any particular items that you thought would be useful to take with you? It is at the moment winter, so the certainly environment, especially up the mountain, will be rather harsh. Are there anything in particular that you want to gather in preparation?
Well, I'm not going to be taking my swimming shorts, that's for sure.
Indeed.
You're just wearing nothing then.
Yeah, that's me wearing nothing on the mountain. Yeah.
Imagine Ernie's kind of soft on the inside, and he's got a hot water bottle.
Mm.
Oh, not a kettle or any source of hot water, but he's got the hot water bottle.
Sounds solid.
Nathaniel in the chat.
In all seriousness, though, I think we'd be taking maybe like fur coats or something.
Mhm.
Trying to get in the sort of medieval preparations mood.
Okay.
Hang on, what's the area we're in?
The sort
And
of
also, who's
Phandalver
here?
region.
Not
Who is
Neverwinter.
here? So we have not Neverwinter. So you're in Phandalin right now.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes. So I guess with you, obviously, there's Katasley, there's Milas, there's also Ernie, Bert, and also Yaris.
Should we
is
have
here.
tiny characters on the screen, or should we use blobs?
It's really up to you.
I think characters
You
would be
could
cool.
put them on if
Blobs
you'd
might
like.
be. Okay, perhaps, yeah.
Let me add them on. And there's also Conrad and Dana.
I imagine I'll purchase
Do
some
we-
salted meat. If you're going on
Okay.
this kind of adventure.
Oh, Ben,
Right.
does everyone know
Yes.
that they're starting with 40 gold, or is it different for each person?
Probably different for each person, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, money's not really too much of an issue for some of you guys.
Hmm.
So we can't have that for
For the
Katasley,
Shadow
surely.
Chasers. Ooh, do we have a Milas yet?
No.
No.
Someone wants
just do whatever for Midas.
Dylan. Are
He's
you
not my
alright just
character.
quickly
Me.
creating Milus's on
Sure.
off I add everybody?
Yeah. Yes,
I
let
don't
me
know
do that.
why Conrad is he's so small, I'm afraid. He just is.
Kelly, look at
There's
the.
Garrett.
Yeah. It's no energy drink though. It's beer.
Oh,
I'm
that's
pretty.
worse.
They do
Oh,
have
they
beer,
do drink
right?
beer in D&D, don't they? We're pretty big
Ah.
at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I can trick you guys if you want.
Yeah, probably. I don't want to be the
That's
size of
Dana.
a. What
I
the?
mean, Dana's enormous.
I'm gonna be just sleeping in the trees. If that's
Okay.
alright.
No
Fair
idea
enough.
what
That tiny.
no idea what
Whoa.
Midas looks
A
like. So I just
baby.
picked a stock image of a halfling, quite frankly.
Okay, fair
so
enough.
hopefully that works
But
now.
we've
'Cause
got 10 viewers.
not
What
my
the
character.
heck?
It's not my character.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Come.
How many of
Oh,
them are your
oh
extra
Oh my
accounts?
god, we're
Henry,
on my
unfortunately.
peak already.
We've beat you. Yeah, we've beat you.
There goes the lucky.
This is a big grinning face. That's a nice map.
I'm using 10 accounts.
Nathaniel's using 10 accounts.
Wait, is it Nathaniel?
Yeah, Ski Hill Champ. Who else plays?
Either Nathaniel.
Oh, we've
Well, it was
lost
just a
5
random
viewers.
guy.
Nathaniel logged
It
out of
was
5
Nathaniel.
accounts.
Oh, now 5 people are watching us. We've lost 5 viewers.
Nathaniel's logged out of 5. I think he got kicked out for using bot accounts.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
Well, we'll count that as a small victory.
Yeah. Oh, 7.
It might not be a
I
legitimate
should-
one, but you know.
and there should be a Midas there displayed now
should
that you
be a
drop in.
minus. Let me have a look.
again not accurate probably because it's
Actually,
not my
what I shall
character.
do is I shall refresh the page, and then hopefully minus will appear.
As a
You've
giant.
got hosted
yeah.
by like a massive D&D
Characters.
Twitch account.
But my story's been viewed by 118 people, so hopefully a couple of them have decided to have a look.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's the wrong one. Seen by 11 people. That's my previous. Never mind.
Oh, I
11.
was shocked.
Time.
That was my one from yesterday.
That's
The
why we got
social
10
media,
viewers for
um,
2 seconds.
Sorry, I will shrink this down. Just trying to get it to the right sort of size for a minus.
What does minus
yeah.
look like again?
So
I know he has. I think he has like a French sort of. What were those kind of caps? I always associate them as a sort of French thing. What are the sort of painters, artist hats? What are they called? Beret.
There,
That's the one. Yeah.
the
Oh,
get
I can't
hats.
just decide the Conrad now.
just to introduce the C whilst we're setting characters here, how does are we sent into them finding us, or are we all just preparing for?
You're basically
trip.
I
just
should go
preparing,
over.
getting everything you need ready for the trip before you head out.
Do we know like how we got together as a group?
Yeah.
I know why
yeah.
I know my relation
Yes.
to Katazli and Ernie, but I don't know
Yeah.
why Katazli is with these other people.
Okay, so yes, Milas, obviously another member of the Shadow Chasers, and close enough friends with Katazli.
Mhm.
And then both Dana and Conrad, they met you. They had been sent by Nundro Rockseeker
Uh-huh.
to come and find you to try and, well, essentially to explore and I suppose protect Axel.
Cool.
So that's how they got here, and then finally we have Yaris, who we were just sort of discussing how you came to know everyone else.
Mhm.
And I think what did we say? You'd I guess journeyed to Fandolin, and I think had met in the Stonehill Inn, where Katazli and Milas certainly frequent.
Okay.
Found himself upon an adventure. He was like, yeah, I'll go kill some banshee. Just want to kill a banshee.
Am I able to talk to Dana?
Sonia?
Mm-hmm.
Dana,
Yes.
I would like you to go into this, into Barton's provisions and get some winter clothing for us and some climbing equipment. Here are some coins. Go and get it.
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
The accents.
Why not?
Can I
I
put
have
my
no freedom.
Conrad and just say, let me show you some of the finest Vandalin ales, and sort of like just go in the direction of the Stone Hill Inn.
Oh, Miles would be playing in the stone
Join
Hill
you.
in with his shadow figure playing an instrument as well.
Yes.
Sure, doing great. Everyone loves his music.
Yeah,
The same
why don't you
song.
roll a quick performance check? Let's see how much
Oh,
you're enjoying it.
I don't want to start rolling for his cat.
I mean,
My
I'm
rolls
pretty
are
sure you can't really get below like a 9, so you know.
Are we in the Stone Hill Inn?
Some of you
Okay.
are. The rest of you,
Wait.
well, Dana's apparently off gathering provisions.
I would
Sorry,
have gone
Yep.
with Katasli to the Stonehill Inn. So,
Yep.
I haven't gone, by the way, but I'll ask in a second about what
I got a 21 on my performance check.
Yeah,
Loving it. Loving the tune.
people are absolutely loving it. They're clapping their hands, stomping their feet, probably spilling a good bit of mead in the process.
Who's the C?
Conrad.
Like
Oh, do
Conrad
we not have a
stands.
picture from you?
There was no of what I am. There are no Yonti.
What? Yun Tai. Entai.
Yun Tai, yeah, or Yun Ti.
What do you look like though?
Snake people.
Basically, I'm
Just
a
look
snake
up
Oh,
person.
I'll
Snake
send you some
person.
suggestions.
Okay, I will look.
Just look up similar
Oh,
stuff.
they're cool.
Even if the race doesn't come up with anything, just look up something that's similar to what you would look like.
I would like to do something in Stone Hill Inn, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Could I go up to the bar? Is there any other people at the bar?
Oh,
Like punters
A few
or
other
anything?
people.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's around about, let's say it's about midday. There's a couple of other people sitting in the bar. Fandolin has sort of grown and prospered quite a lot over the last few months since the reopening of the mines. And a few people who have come down to the Stone Hill. You can see a couple of groups sat around some of the round tables, which is a bit of a feature of the Stone Hill Inn. And they're enjoying some lunch together. So some of them are miners. Others look as though they are sort of on more sort of official business, as it were. You can actually see the sort of the mayor's assistant, the clerk. You can see him there as well.
All right.
Ah, the naughty Clark.
And yeah, there's a couple of people at the bar. Look like again, they look like they're sort of miners.
Can I first buy Conrad a drink? Like an
Say it
ale, I
again?
guess.
Okay. The bartender. Let me get his name up again. Ah, yes. Mr. Barthen. He. Good to see you here again, Katazli. Here you go, a couple of ales. That will be 8 copper pieces.
I mean, I'll give her the couple of pieces. And then could I introduce Conrad to some of the miners?
You certainly can.
They're the
Yeah,
ones
you head
sitting
down to
on
one
the
of the
table.
table where you notice a couple of dwarves sitting with some gnomes. You sit down and they sort of look up like, hello. Can I help you?
I look at them a little bit, sort of looking down upon them. as I kind of sort of scornfully, I'm not happy kind of sitting next to such lowly people.
And then could I say this is my friend Conrad? He's a merchant that I've just met on the road.
That is. But I would not say that we are friends. I would say that we are both working towards a common goal. Yeah, Katasli, what is your goal in all of this?
My goal is to explore this interesting ancient fortress that you mentioned and reconnect with my ancestors.
Okay, that sounds fine. One thing I would caution you about is make sure that my number one priority will be in the interests of the I'm just trying to find my character sheet what the name of the company. I will always be acting in the interest of the Pilotova Trading Company, and if you get in that way, I will have no hesitation to deal with you.
Could I lean over to the orc that's there? Yes.
Who's the orc? Is that Bert?
Wait, was there an orc? Oh, maybe not.
No, there are 2 dwarves and
Oh,
2 gnomes. 2 dwarves and 2 gnomes.
Can I
Both of them,
lean over
yeah.
to the gnome?
You don't know me.
Yes.
Can I say, this man said that gnomes are the worst people in all of Faerun when I saw him first.
Okay.
And then can I
I was
look
just
at
wondering, though.
Conrad?
What's this place that you've discovered? Sounds very, very interesting.
Wait, what's this?
I will not talk to this.
You mentioned you mentioned that you were reconnecting with your ancestors or something like that. So I like to think of myself as a bit of a historian, you know.
Oh, wait, are we doing a tavern fight? Is that what we were doing?
What are you on about?
Not really.
I know, I thought,
What are you on about? Do you have a clue what's going on?
I thought we were doing.
I don't know what was going on.
I thought we said we were going to set up with a tavern fight or something. So I was trying to set one up.
Well, don't
I
just
don't remember.
don't just
If you would like to, sure.
say out
Maybe
loud
you said
what's
this to
about to
yourself.
happen. You gotta make it happen
My
in game.
goodness,
No, but I thought we were like. I thought Ben had organised the tavern fight for us.
Well, maybe he intended.
That's
on
how
it.
I've organised
That's how it
loads
is
of stuff
before
for
the
you,
stream
but a
starts.
tavern fight. We did talk about a tavern fight, but a tavern fight isn't one of them.
Oh, okay. Could I take that back? What I said to the gnome.
Okay, yes, you can. Yes.
On my days.
Does the gnome still want to speak to me, or is he a bit?
Well, the gnome. Well, the gnome was curious about you wanting to reconnect with your ancestors in this place that you have discovered. He
Can I
said he
just say-
thinks himself as somewhat of a historian.
Do I know his name?
Yeah, my gnome. My gnome. My name is Dimble.
I don't know what you're on about, man.
Nimble.
And yours it's.
Oh, you asking me my name?
I am.
My name?
What are you doing, Henry? What?
My name
Are you like what writing a novel in the background or something?
No, I'm not. I'm focusing, and I say my name is not wanting to say my real name. I say my name is Darius Blood.
Okay. Yes. So, what's this place you speak of, wanting to reconnect with your ancestors? Sounds more.
What is none of his business? Catastrophe, do not tell him anything. I believe it is time for us to leave. And with that, Conrad stands, gets up from the table, slams his tankard down, and walks out to check on how Dana is doing, collecting supplies for the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Katazzi, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Could I say to the gnome, follow me over to the bar and I'll buy you a drink as I recant the story that my friend Conrad has just told to me.
Okay.
Human.
He's like, yes, that's quite interesting. Well, I wouldn't say I'm too much of an adventurer, but I wish you all the best on your little quest.
Oh, so you didn't
You
want to
return home safely.
Oh, I thought
Sorry?
I was going to tell you about Axon.
Oh, you can go into more depth if you'd like. Yes, yeah.
Well, this person called Conrad, he has just told me that there is this place called Axon, and I'm looking forward to an adventure there. I wondered if you, being a historian, might have heard of it.
Not exactly. No.
Oh,
I'm not most familiar with the history around this particular area. I'm from further south, actually. I came up here wanting to most specifically explore the lost mines and some of the great history that is locked away there. But I wish you all the best on your little quest. I hope it goes well, and that you return home safely. May the gods be with you.
you seem like a decent gnome. Do you want to join us on our adventure?
I probably won't. I'm not much of the adventurous type. Forget my meaning.
Maybe just inviting them people.
Okay, well, I wish you
I
best.
can understand that.
No.
That's what Henry means when he says he always goes against the DM. He's always making trouble for the DM.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was. I'm sorry. Okay. Wait, was Ernie there as well, or Bert? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm in
Bert
there. Do you see the map?
Bert was there.
Could I say to Bert, it's time to leave.
Well, I was just getting my drink, actually.
Oh, in that case, I'll buy you a drink. And then can I go to the bar and buy Bert a drink?
I'd
And then
like
can I buy...
your oldest rustic ale, please.
Two oldest rustic ales, bartender.
Two oldest rustic ales. Coming right up. He says as he busies about. Gets you all the from one of the big casks at the back. Pulls a couple of tankards of regular old ale and puts them down on the table. That'll be 4 copper pieces, if you don't mind. 8 copper pieces, rather.
That's half price. Not as bad.
Me not.
I suppose we drink them and I...
He's getting a bit old, this barkeep.
I engage in conversation with Bert and I ask him how he's doing in Bandland.
Well, okay, I guess. Seems like a place full of opportunities, sarcastically. But at least the drinks are okay. May I ask again what it is we're doing here?
As in, what are we doing here?
Why
well,
are we
as-
with
as-
these people?
As we know, you're contracted to me, and you do my bidding, and being a good mercenary, and yeah, we stick around with those other lot, the Harrod and Laji and so forth, because they are convenient to our interests.
It seems pointless if you ask me, I'm sure. But Ernie, you, Ernie, and I are perfectly capable of achieving anything we want to achieve.
Yes, but they are useful in my quest to learn new things.
Well, then I'll just have to learn to trust you more, won't I?
Well, you also know our other ulterior motives, but we're not just here to adventure, we are here to make money.
Well, of course. If that's what we're here for, then I'll have to deal with it, won't I?
But first, we need to go to this mountain. I've heard there's some great treasure buried beneath those fortress walls.
Which mountain are we talking about?
Axholm.
Axholm. Ah, I think I've heard of that one. There are many mountains in this area.
But yes,
He
to
says-
establish ourselves as an organization that will make lots of money, we need to first gain some money ourselves. So if this merchant knows what he is talking about, we will trust him and then take all the money for ourselves once we gain it.
He clicks his neck and deals with it. Accepts the situation. As
And then
boring
could
as it
I
seems
get
to
another
him.
drink?
Conrad, you went to see what Dana had picked up from Barthen's provisions. Dana, what have you collected?
What did he ask me again? Like clothes and
Winter stuff. Yes.
yeah, just
Yeah,
winter
sorry.
stuff.
Laras, you've like winter,
Okay.
the clothing and climbing equipment, so maybe, I don't know, ropes, maybe some
yeah.
ice axes and harnesses, other pitons maybe. Just
Yeah.
useful equipment.
Can we even get that here? Such a small town.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay.
This stuff sells most kind of general event, or this particular shop sells most adventuring gear. Not really expensive stuff, but cheaper adventuring gear it sells.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd say altogether, probably won't keep too careful a track of gold on this. But together, maybe that costs about maybe sort of, I don't know, 25 gold pieces or so.
Okay. How much gold did I even have?
40, I think it was, wasn't it?
Enough.
Enough. Okay.
Probably from the Pilvertoe Trading Company, probably got a bit of.
Yeah, you've got a fairly unlimited funds, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a paper. I don't need to get. Do we actually need to keep track of all of, like, the gold and stuff? Everything we have? Or not really?
I mean, that wasn't your money, that was Conrad's money.
True. I can do with it whatever I want. It's not mine.
He's your sugar daddy.
And Pilvertalk Trading Company is my sugar daddy.
I missed all that previous bit of conversation because the internet was being funny, but
Conrad,
interesting.
You're glad.
I don't know how we got there, but there we go.
glad.
Conrad is now Dana's sugar daddy.
Okay.
That's quite the response then.
The DM approves.
What can you do? What can you do?
I mean, you are the DM, you can do anything.
True.
Do you
Control
cry after you end sessions with us?
Not usually, but pretty close probably. Okay. So, after you sort of spend a little more time collecting up provisions, I am just interested, what is the sort of the byplay between Katasli and Yaris? Are there any conversations you have? Because
I won't start one.
you wouldn't start
Cool.
one. Okay.
Are all of
do I know-
Cogus's characters shy, or is that just Cogus?
Katasli, would you strike some conversation with your new understudy, as it were?
Do I know his criminal background? About it?
It's a good thing.
Or
Yaris,
do I
would you
just
have
not?
disclosed that to Katasli, the cleric?
Oh, I doubt it unless it's relevant. No.
Could I go up to Yaris and say, where are you from, Yaris?
I'm from the east.
Whereabouts in the east?
Yeah, it's coming.
Don't tend to tell people.
Okay. And are you currently in employment at all?
Nope.
Well, it just might be your lucky day because I've known you 5 minutes, but I've already started to quite like you.
You've got a new romance
Sugar
novel
daddy
going.
number 2.
Excellent judge of character.
Oh.
Me and my friends Bert and Ernie are setting up an organisation, let's put it that way, in Vandalin, and we need spies and contacts.
Nice. Well, I may be a man.
I was wondering if perhaps after you accompany us on this expedition, you might be able to help us out with a few things. Obviously, I'd pay you and give you all that you needed to succeed in your task.
Okay, let's do it. I like yes.
It's a
Yes,
very
this-
helpful response.
It would mean that you would be based in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Where's Waterdeep?
I will show you the
South
way, don't
of
you worry.
Neverwinter, it's the next major city south of
Okay,
Neverwinter.
that was Yaris asking, but
Oh, sorry.
South of Waterdeep, south of Neverwinter, on the coast.
okay.
Okay, I guess I tap him on the shoulder and then I hand him the gold piece.
Yeah.
I'm sounding a bit dodgy, aren't I? Like just a bit random people.
No,
Yaris,
no,
take
no.
off your clothes.
Not at all.
Yaris, I need to employ you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I do with
guess-
Yaris. But I'm still in the pub drinking, so I guess Yaris is next to me in the pub or something.
Yep.
Yep.
So, I guess with all the final preparations made, you meet in the square, and yeah.
Could
step
I
on.
possibly do something?
Yes. Before then, absolutely, yeah.
Who did Pharaoh buy the ferret from? Who had the litter? Do they have any left?
Oh my God.
I gotta get another one.
I do
I won't buy
remember.
one. I won't buy
actually,
one.
He's the woodworker.
Well, I will.
The woodworker
You'll see,
had
you'll see,
some
you'll see.
ferrets.
The woodworker had some ferrets.
Oh no. Not again.
What's his name again?
Look, it's all
Another
part of a
one.
cunning plan.
No, it's not him, is it?
There is
I was going to say
another.
it's Narth Green Thumb, but it's not Narth Green Thumb.
I thought it was
it's,
Barthen, but I wasn't sure.
No, Barthen's
That might
the
be.
shop owner, or the owner of the general store. And it's in here somewhere. Let me find his name. Unless I made it up and just wrote it down somewhere random.
Would he be called Woodworker McGee?
We'll have Woodworker McGee for now because I can't find his name. Mr. McGee it is then. Yes, you head down to visit Mr. McGee.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay.
Quite firmly. Like,
Um,
yes.
This old man, ruddy face, white beard, and faint wisps of white hair comes to the door. A long sort of grey, beige kind of stained apron on, woodworking apron, heavy kind of leather. Opens the door. Sorry, is there something I can do for you?
Oh, I would like to buy a ferret. I heard you had some, but I wasn't sure if you still had them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I saw the last one to a man named see a man bird thing named Pharaoh. I could probably get I do have one more actually. I can certainly well say one more for sale. At least if you'd be yeah, I'd be willing to part with them for 10 gold pieces, somewhere around about that.
Like to buy him. I'll treat him like my son.
Very good then. 10 gold pieces it is. And he sort of goes in and he sort of gets this kind of small cage containing the ferret, and he sort of brings it over and he kind of puts it on the table sort of inside his little cottage. It's sort of split in two, where sort of half of it is like the living area, the sort of furthest half, and the nearest half is a sort of shop. Along the sort of the walls, there are a few kind of little shelves, a little window out the front, and some examples of some of the work that he has done. That'll be 10 gold pieces then.
I'm gonna put this on Katazli's tab. So yes,
Okay.
I hand over 10 gold pieces.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You take good care of him now.
Katazli pays
Yeah.
us
I
and
will.
buys stuff for
For
us.
sure.
There was one last thing
I'd
I'd
like to.
Oh, sorry, what do you
No,
want to do?
I'd like to take the cage off to somewhere discreet, maybe behind some trees, off a bit from the town.
Okay.
And I'd like to kill the ferret and skin him for the hide, and then put that within my armor for warmth.
You can kill. I mean, there's not very. You can kill the
Ferrets are
ferret. Yeah, I'll
tiny.
say.
How's that going to make you
sort
any
of,
warmer?
as it comes out, you just take your dagger out and stab it, kill it.
You just finish it.
Kill ferrets.
Oh,
And you
cruel.
begin
days.
to
And they
skin
call
it.
me chaotic.
Sorry?
Yeah, they call
Did you
you
say sorry?
chaotic. Otic the chaotic.
And they call me
Right,
K.
yeah.
Michael, actually.
The ferret was just so happy to have a new nice owner, and you just kill it.
I know, Kelly, I know.
It's priorities, okay? I need it to be warm. I don't know if they sell them ferrets.
Ferrets aren't
Ferret
particularly
loves.
large animals. There's
No.
not a lot of fur, but yes, you do now have a ferret pelt. I suppose I'm not sure if that's the right name for it, but
Roll for the quality of the pelt.
yeah, why not? Do you want to make a sleight of hand check?
Okay, this probably might not go well. I'm gonna feel really bad if I kill this ferret and get like
What?
nothing, just like some balls of fluff or something. Actually, no, I do have proficiency in it. Sorry, just rolled off the desk. That's a 7. Total.
Total.
Yes.
I mean, it's not. You haven't done a particularly great job. There are certainly some sort of holes towards the middle of it where you'd wish they weren't. It's not a great, not a great job you've done. I mean, it will give some warmth, but yeah, you kind of ruined it a bit.
Oh, that's brilliant. There was one thing I'd like to do at the pub.
Yes.
Could I turn to Bert? Oh, is Bert there?
Mhm.
Is he gone?
I think is Bert still around?
No, is he in? Oh, sorry,
Ditched.
is Johan there?
Johan?
Sorry. Johan's like.
Yowen's
he's
gone. Yeah, Yowen's not currently there.
Oh, is he? Oh yes, just a
Gone
chair.
somehow.
Can the DM
Okay.
It's a chair.
temporarily role play?
I
Bert
will.
then?
I'll temporarily. Oh, he's running. Oh no, who left? Oh, Rhythm.
He was
Bot
banished.
disappeared. Yes, I'll step in briefly for Bert.
Could I see? Could I say to him, these officials over there? I've not seen them in town before. Do you think they're wealthy?
Well, I guess they could be.
Could
What are you
I
thinking?
make a perception check? See if they're wealthy.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Look straight through them.
Okay, I got a 13 total.
They're certainly very well dressed. You can't tell if they're carrying large amounts of money on them, but they are certainly sort of well dressed. You figure they would have at least some amount of money and perhaps some jewelry or stuff on them. See, one of them has several rings.
I've just realised. Don't do it.
You're meant to be the good guys
Don't
in
do
this
it.
town, Henry. You're meant to be the good
You're
guy.
the life domain cleric.
You're
Is
the
that-
you're the
Precisely.
healbot of the party. You don't do this.
Could I say to Bert, I'll keep them distracted whilst you pickpocket them.
My days.
Um,
This is how we start the campaign.
okay. How? Oh, speaking of Johan,
There he is.
he's back.
Give him the great news.
Update him
He's
on
thrilled.
what's going on, Henry. You brought this about.
What did I miss?
Johan, you'll be delighted with some wonderful news. That
I heard
Henry
some
has for you.
laughing through my headphones. Anyway,
Classic Henry.
what am I delighted to hear?
You're pickpocketing those wealthy people at the bar.
Yes.
And Kathy is
go.
going to distract.
Where am I on the map then?
You're in the Stonehill Inn.
Oh, that's
There's a group of 4 fairly wealthy-looking merchants, I'd say. A couple of them are human. One has faint traits of elf. Maybe they're half elf. Can't be entirely sure. And the final one is, in fact, a gnome.
uh-huh.
Tasley's planning to distract them.
Just so you
whilst
know,
pick-
Katasley, I have a dice set which I'm proficient in. So, like, we could, like, challenge people to, like, a game of dice, you know, just rolling chances. Ben, does that mean I get advantage or I get proficiency bonus to my dice rolls?
You get proficiency bonus if you're
Proficiency
proficient
bonus.
in those. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're
Can I
proficient
go up
in
to the
dice set.
party and then can I
Sorry,
say,
Henry. I was
okay.
just saying, I've got a set of dice, I've got thieves' tools, and I've got a crowbar,
okay,
and I'm proficient in all of those. So,
well, has Otik, Ernie's character, come back yet from that getting that pelt, or is he still away?
Sure. I mean, I don't know about time. But...
Yeah, he'll be away for a little bit longer. He took a little
Okay.
while skinning the ferrets very badly.
Could I say, gentlemen, would you like a drink and a game of dice? I'll pay for it, obviously.
They're sort of sitting around this table discussing it over some food. And like, no, we're just fine, thank you. And they
Oh
get
no,
back to their conversation.
I do insist. And can I sit down next to them?
Okay, you sort of draw up a chair and pull it in, and the sort of the gnome and one of the 2 humans kind of look over, like, sort of reluctantly move their chairs away to make space for you. The other human there, who seems to be somewhat of the leader of the group, is like, really, we're not at all we're not really interested in gambling. We're not the gambling types.
It's not
We're
gambling.
just
It's a game, my
fine.
friend. And everyone loves
Gambling?
playing games.
You call game of dice gambling?
Can I beckon Bert over and say,
Oh.
get these fine gentlemen a drink, will you? I'll pay for it. Can I hand him over some copper pieces to go and do that?
We really don't have time for this. If you can't tell, we are rather busy. If you wouldn't mind just leaving us, then that would be wonderful.
If I may interrupt, why are you in such a hurry?
Oh well, you see, we're here to inspect the go over the monthly earnings for the mine, the Fandelver mine. Check through the records and stuff.
So you're
there are some
running an audit
slight
or...
irregularities. So we just need to double check. Trying to figure that stuff out.
Well, perhaps we could offer you some help.
And what help would you be offering?
Well, any tasks which would help you with your audit.
We are just fine. I don't think there's anything you can really do that would help us in any way.
Could I, at this point, get up and then sort of say, well, I'll leave you gentlemen in peace. Have a good day. And then could I walk back over to Ernie and Yaris? And then could I say to them, once we're out of earshot again, could I say, we'll wait for Ernie, then we'll follow them back to wherever they are. They are they are in charge of the accounts, which means they may be counting valuable amounts of currency that we can intercept.
It's only in Stonehill Inn because it's on the map. He's by the smithy.
Yeah, we'll wait for him.
On my way back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's probably come back at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
So after this conversation.
So we're gonna wait until they leave.
Okay.
The Stonehill Inn.
You wait around for about half an hour's time before they all kind of get off. The gnome peering up at you curiously as through his kind of small ring, sort of round spectacles, as they head off. As you poke your head out the door and begin to, are you sort of following them, trying to stay unnoticed? What's the plan?
Can
would
we
you like to
follow
make
them
stealth
staying
checks?
unnoticed?
Yes, could you make
Is
stealth
Ernie
check?
there as well now?
Ernie is there as well, yes.
Yes. Have you briefed me on the situation at all?
Yes, Katazi will have done that.
Did I raise an objection?
Certainly can.
You can, but I sort of overruled it.
Okay. I guess you're paying me. Oh well.
What was the objection, just out of interest?
I'm pretty sure the god we worship is the god of justice, and we're robbing people.
That's a very good point.
It depends what, like, we believe. Well, you two believe
could
to be
I-
justice, because you can always steer it in the direction of.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna
if
say,
you believe the people who have too much money don't deserve to have that much money, and the people with less money deserve to have it, then justice to you can mean robbing really rich people.
yeah, exactly. Could I go and say to Ernie? Could I say to him, these people do not know the meaning of justice. They pillage mines, and they do all sorts of bad things and line their pockets. Yeah, and can I just sort of
Do you not remember we're part of an organisation that got 25 grand at one point?
Exactly.
And we're also not giving it to the poor.
and then can we I guess go about and
Would the four of you like to make stealth checks as you try to follow them down? They're heading south.
Do you want me to split off if you're doing stealthy stuff? Because I'm wearing chainmail armor. It's going to be interesting.
You can stay back and just be some distance. Follow us from some distance, I guess.
Okay. Worth noting with
Do you
Bert
still want me
as
to
well.
make a stealth?
If you stay far enough back, I'll say you don't. Bert as well, you're also wearing scale mail that does give you disadvantage on stealth checks.
Ah.
So it's up to you whether you want to be with Tasley or...
Can Bert and Ernie just be like some way back so I can give them a single
Okay.
if I roll successfully?
Yes.
And
Tasley,
Yaris,
what are you wearing? Yaris doesn't have to worry about disadvantage. She'll be good at stealth.
I'm a cleric, so I don't wear armor, I think.
You're not wearing any armor? I think clerics are proficient in some armor, but yeah, you might not be wearing any armor.
I don't think I am.
Okay.
Is Yaris wearing armor?
No.
I thought Tassie had chainmail.
Certainly it wouldn't be any that would give him disadvantage. Yeah, I think Tassie did have... What is your armor class right now? Out of interest.
I thought that was...
Because we remade Tassie a bit.
I think it's a 16. Could be wrong.
16? You'll have to be wearing some kind of armor because your dexterity's not 22.
Oh, wait. Let me see. AC... Oh, I might be wearing padded armor or something like that, maybe.
So, hang on, your dexterity modifier is... What was your dexterity? 12? 14?
Um,
Let me get out the sheet. I mean, I think it might be out of date a little bit, but I'll grab it up.
Dexterity is 12, yes.
Okay, so you've got +1 in dexterity.
17.
17. How have you got 17 armor class?
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, I have scale mail.
Okay, you have scale now, so you're getting 14 +1, and then getting 17 is using the shield, I guess. Yeah, so you'd also have disadvantage on the stealth check. You may not be wearing the scale mail right now. Might not always go around wearing it.
We've lost your cam, by the way, Henry.
Mine?
Yeah.
Henry's. Okay, yeah, no worries. Wasn't sure if you knew.
I rolled 11 and a 14, so I guess I'll take the 11 then if I've got disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. And I guess the other one, Yaris, would you like to make a stealth check?
Yeah, I got 20.
Okay. The two of you managed to shadow the sort of small group fairly successfully as they head down to the Fendolin Miners Exchange, heading into the door, greeted by... What is her name again? Another NPC. Let me grab that up. There we go. Halia. Halia Thornton, I believe. They start to have a discussion, and you can see that again the half elf actually grabs out a sort of scroll and lays it out and starts pointing at various different things, and Halia looks over it. You hear some nodding. I'm not sure if you can quite hear exactly what they're saying. I'm not sure how close you are to them. What do you do?
Wait, is this turned into a robbery of the money exchange? Or
Well, it's up to us, isn't it?
can I say, Bert, what do you think we should do?
Bert, who at this point has managed to catch up with you.
Okay.
Bert, what do you say?
Well, I wouldn't mind a good rough and tumble. Been quite bored for the past few days, so...
What about you, Ernie? Do you agree?
I don't like to wetten my sword with blood unless it's necessary.
Worst X.
There'll be no
wetting
wetting your sword with blood if we get our way.
Spear, sorry.
Pike. It was a pike.
I don't use a sword. I've switched to a spear. It's no longer a pike.
Switch to spear, okay.
It is not a sword by any means.
Right.
Can I make a sort of like perception check or like a weaknesses check or something to look at the places? Look at the mining exchange?
The mining exchange or the sort of the people who are there? You're looking to sort of rob the miners' exchange, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd make a little perception check. See if you can find
A way in.
And we'll just go and fight people in the mountains. Robbing banks or jewelry stores or people.
Conrad stands
like
Even
Based
Pharaoh
in
likes
the-
the miners' exchange. Sad.
Could I they don't know Yaris, do they?
Nope.
So
Never
could I say to
actually seen
Yaris, could I say, Yaris, lead them outside and say that your goat is in distress on the path, on the road, and then we will sneak in after them.
Huh? Why should I do that?
Do you want to be rich, boy?
Might be part of the robbery.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I guess Ernie can then. Do they know Ernie though? They might know Ernie.
I must tell them they're going to be robbed.
I'm not sure. That Ernie wasn't really. He was there for a little bit. Let me see. Let's have make a group perception. They probably don't know Ernie's name, but they probably did see him.
Well, I was thinking,
even if
what's her name? Harlia might know Ernie.
Halia.
Halia.
Yeah.
I don't think we met her. Did we?
I'm trying to. I know. Certainly, Pharaoh did. I can't remember if any of the because Pharaoh actually stored some of his some of the gold he made.
Well, it's
made
just
there.
because we've been in.
I don't think anyone else did.
No.
And I was wondering if like she would have known us or like spoken to us.
It's probably in the months
just
that
seen our
have
face.
kind of followed. Probably has seen you or talked to you. Yeah.
So could I say, Yaris, you're the only person that who they don't know. So it's probably best if you could do it.
Do what? Tell them there's a goat.
Yes. And if you don't succeed with that, just keep them in conversation.
I don't want to tell them about no goat. I want to rob the place.
Okay.
Goat work.
And with that, could we just sort of like go up to the miners and just say, "This is a robbery"?
Okay. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh
add
my
yourself
days!
to the initiative.
When all
order.
of our characters get back, we're just gonna get like a mob outside the flipping shadow. Oh no, it's just gonna be Maldek and Dawn just going. Why are there a bunch of rich people here saying we robbed them?
When people like Hadid get back, they'll be absolutely human.
Oh yeah, Latty just probably kill Katazli on the spot.
Quickly,
Head up with her.
My initiative is not great.
So I'm just going to leave and do the camera thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to quickly create a new scene. Just so that we've got some kind of a background.
And I am back.
Excellent.
Hello, back.
Hello, forehead.
People do we have with us, Johan?
Where is this one?
Sorry, what, Dylan?
How many people do we have with us?
Who's us?
People
Okay.
watching.
Oh. 2.
Oh, nice.
I
Hey.
don't know if
Oh,
that
nice.
includes me or not.
I'm also watching, so.
It usually doesn't count muted people,
Cool.
but I don't know. Maybe it is just me going.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's
We'll
spread the
just
word a
use
bit.
a.
Wait, hang on. We need a map as well.
Yes, I'm going to quickly put a a little grid on it. Give me just 2 secs. If you want to come over, let me rename this particular map. Scene 7. We'll call this Miners Exchange.
Scene 7. I can only see 2.
Yes, I know. I have many other ones that aren't visible.
I got +2 to initiatives. D20.
Okay. Alright, let me quickly grab.
That's not a D20.
Base.
And then missing a dice.
10 by 7 feet. Yeah.
I've got plus
Add
12.
Okay, objects. Just quickly pop a door in. It's not that shape of square, isn't it?
Apparently, I'm missing a dice from my purple set. I'm missing a D20.
I just realised we need to fight the mini campaign's over before it began.
Get ourselves killed. We're gonna have to make new mini. I was really proud of this character as well. I'm drawing it and everything.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna die in the first episode.
Just a hint to Henry, please stop robbing places, honestly.
I
please.
didn't want to do this, but my character would have gone along with it, so I just am.
I know.
It's gonna be
Character
super
would, but
hard to
honestly-
set up a base of operations in Fandolin.
It's just with
If,
my
like,
character.
family-
I
We
know,
should
robbing
set up a
everywhere.
base in the mansion. Oh, I found the missing dice. It was on my blanket.
What do you mean in the mansion? There's like a bunch of other people that live there.
No, but we can rob it. Right, D20
Rob our own mansion.
+2 is 12.
I'm just living up to how I wrote Katasli.
Yeah, great.
On my
Well done
backstory.
for writing
She's a
Katasli.
life to make
Yeah,
players.
exactly. To be fair, what alignment did you make? Her, him?
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Yeah, exactly. It like if you're playing that alignment, I guess it makes sense, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
of
make
course.
sense to have that alignment with. Subclass.
Names are in the wrong place.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I
Oh,
don't know. Do what you want.
who's missing?
No, I feel bad.
Ben? Dylan. Oh, it's
For
because Henry's
what?
back. Yeah, thanks, Corn.
But I wouldn't have it any other way, Henry. It's entertaining.
Would.
Certainly is. Viewers, do you love the chaotic nature of Katasli?
No, there's no viewers.
Actually,
There is
Kelly's
one.
friend is. Mine and Kelly's friend.
Hey, nice.
The
Wonderful.
Colonel. as we call
Corn,
him.
the Colonel.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hunt.
Hond.
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 Quickly add
No, you.
effect long shadow. Almost there.
Also, the other part of my thinking to do this is that we're going to be like away from Vandalin for like 3 or 4 days, so then you know everything can cool down once we return.
Yeah. Very wise.
No, because they know what organisation you're part of, and then it's just going to be
No, they don't.
Maldek and
No.
Dawn just get
We.
harassed.
It's not
Really,
like we
dude.
wear banners
Surely
on our
'cause Katasli's-
shoulders.
Well, Katasli's been working with the mayor and stuff, and like
Right.
we've all been we've saved
Has
fans in
she?
it multiple times.
But Dylan, we're not
Probably
leaving any
quite well
survivors.
known.
We're not leaving any survivors.
In that case, that's they've only got witness reports of you walking in and out, and then
And then everyone inside's
walked
dead.
In there, everyone's dead. They've only got that instead, or everyone else dead. I mean, wiping out the whole family
and then
witnesses.
we can just strenuously deny the allegations against us. So, you know.
Right, here we go.
You
Rasterizing map
can't kill the dude.
encoded.
Can't
Drawfs
kill
of the Norf.
Darren. That's his name, Darren.
Not Darren, no.
Let's exchange, save.
No, not Darren. That old man who was like an adventurer.
Well,
like, yeah.
The thing is, I need money for a temple tier. So I'm trying to get money to build this temple to tier.
Your god of justice is like, there's no justice in this world. I don't have money for the temple. Go kill a whole bank. That's justice.
Yeah, he thinks they're like rich plutocrats. So
Loading,
Okay.
almost there.
But we're rich.
Right, let's roll some initiative for these. There we go.
to be fair, Harrod's
We've got 25 grand.
I mean, 25
Oh,
grand, is that
no.
really that much? Like, if you think about it.
Well, it's a lot more than like 5 gold, which is what most of these villages have.
Mm,
5 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, on them, but they don't
probably
have bank
less.
account.
Gold's a lot, actually, if you think about it.
Exactly. Oh, well, we don't have 25k anymore because we've built a bunch into the manor, and we've still got to go through with Ben and figure out all the rooms. Because
Yeah,
they'll
but
all
we're going to
cost a lot of
steal it,
money.
so you're not going to have that anymore.
Yeah, but like, if yeah, but let's put it this way, right? If Laji comes back from wherever she is, and then Katasi's like, oh hey Laji, I've got all this money. I've worked in the farms and I've got loads of money, and we're gonna share it all out with the group. Then Laji's gonna be like, yeah, well done, Katasi, you've done a good job.
Yeah.
No?
She now, is she?
Yeah,
Is that
of
what
course.
Laddie's going to be like?
No.
She's quite insightful.
Hmm.
All they'll need to ask
So we
is
got
what
Yaris.
jobs you did on farm, and then
Just-
you'll be flailing.
Oh,
and
wait.
they will know you are lying.
Just wait till till the next level where we get ability score feet. I'll be getting the feet. Hell yeah, I'll have like 24 passive perception or something. Ridiculous. Or 22, I think. I'll see everything then when I get to that level. I'll see through everything. Ben would be like, oh, I've got, there's something here. I'll be like, Ben, 22 passive perception. I see everything.
I see everything
You're
indeed.
Even see stuff that's not there.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Okay, yeah, movie guys. Guys wherever you think they should be.
Oh,
Um,
19. I rolled a 19.
New character.
No.
Where is this map, by
Hey,
the
let's
way?
go,
Ben?
yeah.
Ben's
Is it
just
on the normal
preparing
Fantalin or?
This is called Miners
Is
Exchange.
it ready?
If you
Can I
go
go on
back
it?
to all the different maps, it's already, yes. Should be able to find it.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So I had a
Uh,
12 as initiative. Oh, it's kept it. No, it hasn't. Never mind.
table plot creatures.
Why can't I add myself to... Oh, I can now. Okay. There we go.
Characters. There we go. Let's just have them all look like this. Great. There we
Who's
go.
the anime character?
Hmm?
What?
Yaris.
That's. Huh?
No.
No,
on
Yaris
the
is
left.
the little.
It's kind of...
No,
it's-
that's the
Oh, I
table.
thought that was Milas. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Duplicate.
Why is that
It
still
looked like
fantastic?
an anime character for a
yeah,
second.
until you zoom in.
Hmm.
And
Anime
Does
is
it
just
get better when you
cartoon
zoom in?
Anyway. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It's still an anime character
It
if you zoom
just
in.
looks more like standard cartoon, but yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot more like standard cartoon.
It's
Is
it's
it
in the
worth
middle.
naming
in
the
middle.
other player character? It's 4 players there, but one of them doesn't have a name.
Oh yeah, that's Yaris though, isn't it?
right, no, it's Halia. Yes, that's Yaris. I can put a name there, but yeah, takes time. And I'd actually, yeah, we won't do that. Okay, let me roll initiative for the group first. There are any little NPCs? Poor people. What do they do to deserve this? Add to initiative.
So Katazi just walked in and said, "This is a robbery," was it?
This
He
is a
said-
robbery.
This is Robbie. Put your
Sure,
hands
you were
up.
talking to me about Halia beforehand. Halia does have does Halia have a black staff? I think she does.
Oh yeah.
She's a level 20 wizard.
Absolutely, yes. Oh, here we go. Sadly not, no.
Oh no.
Did well on initiative, though.
Sadly, she multi-classed and is a wizard fighter.
Yes. Add to initiative, and she got a 16. Okay. Well, as you sort of burst in the door, and as you say this, Haley is like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I have friends in very high places. This is really not a good idea. Oh, sorry, Yaris. Sorry, Yaris was there first.
Oh
Okay.
no, sorry, that was a mistake. I don't know what happened. He was on 12.
Oh, Yaris was on 12. Okay.
Yeah, don't know how that happened.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you have friends in high places, do you? Show us. Says Bert.
Okay. Yaris, it's your go.
I take it we're attacking.
No.
I said, Robbie, I'm probably gonna I move to here and attack.
Okay.
I'm just straight up killing
attack
them
roll.
now, like
Oh,
giving them a chance
What are they then? What do they?
to slaughter them.
Are they?
They
people
look
with-
like pretty ordinary civilians.
Oh,
Yep.
goody.
Certainly not
That's
fighters.
kind of.
Oh god! Oh dear!
Well, I've got a. Oh, do I go short sword or 2 daggers? Short sword, daggers.
Shank 'em.
I think daggers would be better.
I mean, you can go 2 short swords if you have 2 short swords.
No, only got 1.
Oh, okay.
I'll go 2 daggers.
Short sword and a dagger.
Yeah.
I do that?
Two
Okay,
short,
yeah, absolutely, you can.
short,
Make an attack roll.
swords. would be
Are they
good.
Where's
armed?
the-
Are they armed?
Oh, actually, you can only draw one of them as your interaction. So you can either draw one with your interaction and one with your action,
But would he
or you
be
can draw one with your
already-
interaction, use your action to stab them, and then next go use your interaction to draw the other one.
Would he not have already drawn them knowing we're busting in?
Yes, you could have drawn them as you
Wait.
went in. Yes, you could have
I
done.
mean,
You
everyone
could
else
have
had them.
barged in with your 2 swords. Yeah, so yeah.
Assuming I knew what we were going to do, then
Hmm.
I probably would have.
Okay. Yeah, make
But
your attack roll.
So do I only add modifier to the first attack?
Only add the damage modifier to the first attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits. Roll for damage.
That is a 6 damage on.
The first one drops
Oh,
to the
God.
floor unconscious as you stab them in the stomach.
What?
Oh my days! What did you
Conscious or
get?
dead? What was your
Okay.
intention, Cog?
I thought-
What was your, did you
They're
want
little NPCs.
Wait, how
Oh,
much
yeah.
damage, Cog?
Oops. 6.
What?
Just back from the out. Poor guy.
Can I say to Yaris, finish them. Finish her. Or something. Finish him.
I can attack another one. Hopefully.
Oh my god!
Why are we
This
suddenly
is
killing
bloodbath.
them?
Can I still attack the next one with my dagger then?
You can attack the next one if you'd like. Yep.
Hashtag
No.
background
No.
game.
That is a 17 to hit.
You hit. Roll for damage.
That is just 2 damage.
This one is bloodied as you stab them, wounding them in the arm.
Okay.
Okay.
What am I doing?
You can kill them with a nat 1.
Right, you done?
Right, that's Yaris done. Then as Yaris goes around, instantly takes the first one down and stabs the next one. Little spurts of blood with every blow. But it is your go.
Bert is going to go over to this one Oh, I like how it snaps to grid. That's amazing. Actually,
Yes.
to this one. And he rolls to hit. 4 + 6 is 10 to hit.
10 does hit.
Okay, and 1d12 + 4. That's
Oh no.
12.
Which one's this? Is K or Y or Q?
The one below me.
The one below you, yeah.
He gets 16 damage.
You do outright kill them, unless you choose not to.
No, I'm
how
going
would
to
you like to do this?
savagely chop into him with my
You're
great axe.
probably going to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay,
His
yeah.
intention is to go all the way through with this big old great axe.
You go through his skull, splitting it
Oh.
into your axe, kind of finishing kind of partway down his chest.
Oh. It's my own fault, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your go.
I got an 11. I did.
Oh, you got an 11.
I'll
Plus
first
what?
use.
I want to know what
Hang on,
this
let
is
me
with your
quickly
bonuses.
add you to initiative then.
Sorry, yeah. It just wasn't coming up.
Add Katasli got an 11. Enter. Katasli,
Can
yes.
Can I reach Halia?
Is the
Where I
one
am.
below me dead, by the way?
Yes, they are. It won't let me draw for some reason.
You can right
Oh, there we
click
go.
them and set a status.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I always forget about that one. Yeah, I should probably start doing that.
Big Gex is always more fun.
The X does kind of look better, I'd say. But if other statuses where they're not dead, it's quite useful to keep track of if they're stunned or poisoned. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I inflict wounds on Halia, please?
You can inflict wounds on Halia. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
Oh my god. I rolled a 14 to hit and then a 17 damage.
Plus?
17
Unless you
damage.
choose not to, she is definitely dead.
It's
God's
3d10
sake.
damage.
It is 3d10 damage. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
Just-
could I kill her, please?
Yep, you completely obliterate poor old Halia. I'm not quite sure how you do it, but she's very dead. There's not much left of her as her corpse collapses to the ground.
Right.
Okay.
Big Red Cross. Oh, just out of curiosity, do
Indeed.
we have any idea who these people are? Do they look like workers or just customers or what?
I think from your conversation earlier, you would have gathered that they were here checking possibly some irregularities in the sort of profits that were being made. Something seemed to be.
Oh, are these those
these are
people?
rich men.
Are these those rich people?
These are
These
just
are the-
some.
These are the
just
rich
some
people.
random,
Oh, I thought these were
businessmen.
like just civilian customers or whatever.
No,
That's
these
fine.
are
You're gonna get
That's fine. Now I don't feel
money.
bad because I thought we were just killing actual civilians.
no.
Oh, but you're fine to do that. Huh?
Yeah, it's more
Speaking
compass.
of Ernie with their fantastic moral compass, what would you like to do now?
Strike them
How
I'd
do you
down.
like
feel
to
the god
fall
of
to
law and
my-
order calling you?
I'd like to fall to my knees and pray to Tyr, for what we've just done.
Okay.
As you savagely murder them all.
As my interaction, yeah.
Yep.
That's all.
That's all. Okay. Right. These guys are no idea what to do. They're kind of surrounded. They kind of put up their hands and like surrender. You know, the two of them who are remaining. Well, one of them just puts up one hand and is covering his shoulder with the other one, trying to staunch the flow of blood. Elliot, well, nope, she's dead. Gareth.
I'm gonna say, here, one of us can watch these guys. The rest of us can rob the place.
Okay.
I think I'll continue killing them unless they have anything better to offer.
I'm gonna say that and then over here. leave Bert there, and what can I get if I head this way?
Measure it.
You measure it, yeah. You got 25 foot or 30 foot
25.
walking.
25,
What
I
feet
think.
did you take?
I haven't got that yet. Oops.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to that after the session, I guess.
Oh, so I can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
Okay. All right. Next then, Bert the Barbarian.
In response to what Yaris says, I say, unless they have anything better to offer, I think I'll kill the rest.
Okay.
Sort of trying to like taunt a response. Like, is there anything good, any good they can do?
They just look pretty
or they're
terrified.
going to die.
They just look pretty terrified.
So it's death you choose, is it? I say to the 2 remaining alive ones. Actually, which 2 are remaining? Is it the dwarf, the gnome, or like?
That's a good question. Which ones would you have liked to have killed?
Which one? The 2 like least important ones, I would have killed.
Okay, so the 2 least important ones, probably one of the gnomes and perhaps the half elf.
So they're dead.
Yeah.
And what
One
are
of the
the
humans
2
and
remaining
half-elf.
ones then?
One's a human and one's a gnome.
Do they look like well dressed with chains and stuff?
All of them are.
Okay.
Or were.
Can I grab the gnome by his necklace and try to strangle him to death? Would that be like a grapple or a
why don't you make an unarmed strike?
unarmed strike? I think I have bonus to unarmed. Like my unarmed strikes are better or something. Oh, I forgot about rage.
Wait, that's in Tavern Brawler, isn't it?
That's Tavern Brawl, and I think you possibly took.
No, but I
Actually,
think doesn't rage do something like that?
Rage increases the amount of damage you do by. It gives you an extra +2 as a bonus action. You can rage if you'd like, but just as you don't need to bother about raging. Your strength, you'll still do like 5 damage on strength.
I thought
and
unarmed
strike,
strikes
which would be
are
enough
always
to
1.
kill them. Sorry.
Unarmed strikes.
No,
1
unarmed
plus
strikes are 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Do I need to roll to
an
hit?
average civilian. Yes, you do still need to roll for that hit.
19 plus.
Yep, they are gone. How would you like to do this?
19 plus 6 is 25, by the way. That's pretty high, I think.
Yeah, that is pretty high. They certainly don't have more than a 25 arm class.
So I grab his golden necklace, twisting it around 180 and yanking it back. I feel so bad playing a brutal character, but it's funny.
As he sort of chokes, kind of scrabbling, his kind of feet kind of kicking on the ground ineffectively, he slowly slumps to the ground.
Oh my god. This is brutal.
Kitazli.
That's barbarians for you.
Yeah. Half-orc barbarians.
My go, Kitazli's go. Can Kitazli say to Bert, dispatch the last one, and then can the Kitazli walk over? What can Kitazli see at the moment?
That door is locked.
Could I loot Halia then to see if I can find a key?
Yes. Make an investigation check.
That is a 11.
Yep, you do find a key that's fallen down or is sort of in one of her pockets. You pull it out, place it into the lock, unlock the door, and step in.
As I step in, could I go over to this? Is this a cabinet or something here?
So there's sort of various different they're kind of cabinets, and you can see they sort of have boxes in. Some of them they've kind of got, I guess, possessions of different people. Miners' Exchange. Some of them have got not exactly jewelry, but sort of precious metals and gems. Others seem to contain coin.
Can I start loading up my bag of holding with jewelry?
You certainly can. Yes, you start to take all the precious metals and precious and semi-precious stones that you can find. Okay, Ernie, it's your go.
Could I? Right, so we came in through a front door, right?
Yeah.
Could I just check outside to see if anyone's heard anything or is around something like this? Just a perception check, I guess.
Yes, yeah, indeed you can.
Unwanted intrusion. Okay. That's a 19. I don't know if I have a modifier. No,
Okay.
19.
Yeah, you take a look round, and seems that so far, at least, people are fairly oblivious to what is going on inside the Mines Exchange. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, sorry, I won't do anything else.
Okay. The last poor person left. Bert, did you kill the gnome, or actually, this is more likely the human? And he's like, please don't. It's really not necessary. I mean, I've got a lot of money. I've got friends in high places. We can sort something out. I'm sure.
How much money?
I'm sure as much as you'd want.
Well, I'm sure you don't have all the money in the world, do you?
I'm sure enough to satisfy you, and that's...
Give me a number.
Haley is dead. Yaris, you'll go.
Wait, what? What happened
That's
to our
all
conversation?
you had time for.
Oh.
Right, I'm gonna head this way. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Hey, Cat, what you found?
These guys are hitting it off. Calling each other nicknames. Oh.
Could I say, come here and do you have a bag of some description?
I probably do. Yeah, I do.
I'll let you, for your brave fighting, take a portion of the loot from this room.
Yeah.
Hey. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, you also...
And I suppose you loot it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, begin to loot. You find some of the boxes with some of the coin in, and you start sort of pouring some gold and silver coins into it.
Nice.
Right. Bert, it's your go.
Bert continues the conversation, and he said basically he's trying to find out how much money he can get out of this guy, because he's assuming he has he has money in other places if he says he can get all the money he needs.
Yes.
So he's trying to push him to give to. Yeah.
Okay.
So he says, "Give me a number. I need to know how much you can get me now."
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation check with advantage.
And it can be strength based if you like. So you can use your strength modifier.
Intimidation would be +2, strength would be +4, so yes, +4 with advantage. 11, 7. So 11 + 4 is 15.
That's plus your strength. Have you got proficiency in intimidation as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you can add your +4 and your +2 together.
So 17.
Yeah, 17. He looks very, very frightened.
As I slam my fist at the wall next to him.
Yes. Okay. Tasley, I guess you continue to pillage and plunder.
Yes, I guess I'll just move over to like here and start looting the bits here, I guess.
Scooping everything off the, boxes and all now into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay. Ernie, it is your go.
Noticing there's no one outside, I'll probably just assist in the transfer of goods into bags. Like
Okay.
searching anything, just standing beside Kataza.
Yeah.
Is the initiative over now, I guess, then?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just have the human, who's going to be like, I'm sure I can maybe 1,000 gold pieces.
How many?
1,000.
1,000. I suppose it'll do. How are you going to get me 1,000 gold?
I'm sure I can send a letter or something.
A letter won't do. I need to know this is going to happen.
Well, I can't make it happen without actually going to the bank and.
Well, that's what's going to happen then, isn't it?
Can I overhear this conversation?
Of course. I'm going to I'm going to shout, Katazli, I think we have our next source of income on our way.
I think, could I say, we cannot let anyone know about what has happened today. We've got enough loot in this store cupboard here.
Well, it's 1,000 gold, and I don't know about you. I'd quite like to get it. How about...
There's plenty of gold here. We don't need to kill this
How
guy.
Much? I'm not killing him. He's going to
I
get me
mean-
the gold, and he's
No,
going to...
I meant that we do not need to let this guy live. He'll only tell about us, and then we'll be arrested.
Well, then, how about we kill him after we get the gold?
We're about to go on.
How much gold are we getting here from this exchange? How much loot are
Far
we
more than
grabbing?
1,000, my friend. Far more than 1,000.
well,
Yes,
then,
more than 1,000.
Okay. Well then, I'm afraid,
Kill him.
human, weak human, it is your last moment. Is there anything you have to say?
What? This is so dark.
This is Bert. This is just Bert, the
He's
brutish
going
barbarian
to-
half-orc. Wait,
He's going
what's
to take
my...
the dissing-
Yeah, I am chaotic evil, so...
Chaos is evil.
Yeah.
Did anyone lock the doors?
No.
He's going to take a disengage action, seeing that Ernie is no longer blocking the
I
doors.
mean, I would be like in his face, like holding, smacking the wall next to him. I know I
okay,
didn't
are you
move on
like
the,
holding on to him?
I didn't
are
move
you
on the
stopping
map,
him?
but I would be like, I don't want to
Okay,
place
yeah.
myself on this body because it snaps to the map,
Right,
so
yeah.
it looks a bit weird.
It's very disrespectful, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm like in his face, threatening him with intimidation, aren't I? So
Okay, sure, yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, I can certainly get the money to you. I don't know what else to say. You'll be rich.
Well, well, we've got enough here. I don't really value the risk, to be honest, so I'm sorry, but that is the end.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate, but you're done for. As he raises his beefy great axe and like holding like the front of it and just jabs it into his face.
Okay, as in like the butt end or like the pointy end?
Yeah, like if he's holding right under the axe head, he's just like
Oh,
does
okay,
that,
yeah,
like
just kinda
pikes him with
slams
the
it down.
axe head. Yeah.
You sort of, as he kind of crouches down and he slams his head back against the
Lovely.
sort of the table, and then he kind of slumps to the floor, unconscious.
I feel awful playing this character. This isn't a character I really enjoy playing, but I have to play him this way. So I decided to create him, unfortunately. Oh dear. Anyway. Yeah,
Oh no.
I proceed to see what goods he has on him, and yeah, and I also shout, "Are there any spare rucksack? Any like?" I'm imagining they have just like sacks in the storage or stuff to like move stuff around
or boxes or crates. Or...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, crates would be good because we could walk out like pretending we just made an exchange and we've just, I don't know. Yeah. So
I think
if there's
Tassie's putting quite a lot of stuff in her bag of holding.
Oh, she's got a bag of holding. That's fine. So yeah, I take what other valuables and currency he has on him.
Okay.
You have a bag of holding as well, by the way.
Do I?
Bought it for you. Yeah.
Oh, is that okay then?
Oh yes, you're right. Yes, you did buy one actually whilst you were in Neverwinter, didn't you?
Sure.
Yep.
I'll happily have a bag of holding. I've been wanting one like every campaign.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah, bag of holding. What would you say I get from the guy, or does it really matter?
So between, I guess, maybe the four of them, you managed to collect about 45 gold pieces or so.
Each or altogether?
In total.
So shall I'll loot all these people while they're looting the reserves or whatever.
Okay.
So I've got 45 gold. Cool.
Okay.
So did I get a load of loot for myself, or did they store it all in?
You managed to, or at least the stuff that you got is worth maybe about 1,000 or so gold pieces, and Katasley, what you managed to gather is worth about maybe a couple of thousand gold pieces.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess in that case, do we sort of are there any like alcohol here or anything, or
not really, no.
Is there any like? Is there a fireplace?
A fireplace? There probably would be, actually. Yes.
Would there be like coal and stuff there?
It probably wouldn't. Actually, it's winter, so actually, yes, it probably would be a light at the moment.
Well, it's not that I would want it a light. I just need like coal or wood or something.
Okay, yep, you can grab some either coal or charcoal or whatever.
Yeah, and then could I start making like a pyre outside of the miners' exchange?
Yes, you can. Is this outside the front or outside the back? Where?
Outside the back. This sort of secluded place. And could I then proceed to drag all the bodies onto it and then sort of set it alight?
I think you'd struggle to. Let's get the actual the map up again. Of Phandalin. I think you'd struggle to actually some of those bits. Yeah, actually, you may be able to find some sort of ruins behind and just about manage that. Yeah.
One is Harley's home, and I don't think she's going to be in there. So.
No, it's unlikely. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. We sort of burn the bodies, I suppose.
Okay. The smoke may attract some attention, so I assume you're going to be wanting to make a hasty getaway.
Yeah. Is there a pen there at all? Not like a pen, but like a quill
I'm
or
sure
something.
you can find a pen. Yeah, that.
Could I write? Could I write on the front? Mining exchange closed, and then just stick it to the front of the door.
You certainly can. As you leave.
And then I suppose we go back into the center to meet up with Conrad Stand.
Okay.
What's happened? What in the last 5 minutes since the robbery?
We killed everyone.
The robbery happened. They killed everybody, left no people to tell the tale, and sort of put a little sign saying that the miners' exchange is closed on the door, burnt the bodies out the back.
The miners are just gonna finish their shift and be like, "What the hell has happened?" while we were working.
Yes.
So, if you're going into the centre of town to find Conrad, I think at the minute Conrad's probably in his. Sorry, Conrad is probably in his room. In the Stonehill Inn, probably going over the stuff that Dana brought and maybe making us the comments about that this doesn't look good quality. Why did you buy that? And that kind of stuff. Generally, just being, a piece of, well, I'm not a very nice person.
Okay.
So, I think also, as he was kind of walking upstairs, is there any chance he heard anybody talking about this party going to some far-off land?
Which party?
As in our part, as in this party. The one he's but
Probably not. I don't know if Katazli's likely to have told lots of people, or Milas. Milas may have done.
Yeah, is Milas in the inn?
Milas probably is in the inn, yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, if Milas is in the inn, I'm Conrad with his 17 and passive perception probably knows that something has been said about this, even though he was trying to keep it very much under wraps. So, if he does see Katazli, he's going to be a little bit angry with her.
Okay.
Wait, do we see you? Or
people see Katazli and find out what she's just done, they'll be very angry with her.
Exactly.
Okay. So, after a couple of quick inquiries, Katazli, you managed to find Conrad and walk up to his room and hammer on the door.
Come in. And
Conrad
Conrad kind
up.
of...
We need to get going. It's quite important that we leave very soon.
I do not take orders from you, but I was also thinking that we need to leave relatively soon. We have been in the village for far too long, and the word has already started to get around. No thanks to you, I assume.
I have told no one of what you told me.
I assume that is just a sarcastic comment. I think we all know you've been telling absolutely everybody in this village. I will get Dana to pack my bags, and then we will go.
Dana.
She's your gold digger, she'll do it.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Could I turn around to Bert when we're away and say, I cannot wait to backstab that old fool.
He cannot wait to destroy you.
Bert smirks, doesn't really have a response, he just smirks, yeah.
So very quickly, Ben, then are we able to group of us go from the inn?
Yes,
Is that
so
something we
yeah. I guess if you're all prepared, got everything you need, all your wonderful low quality equipment from Bartham's Provisions, you set off from Phandalin. The weather is good. The winter air, though cold, is clear and crisp. A light dusting of snow covering the frosty ground. Upon reaching the base of the mountain, the going gets tougher. The narrow and steep mountain trail is slippery in places, forcing you to stop to consider how best to proceed. As you continue your way up the mountain, you come across this kind of patch of ice. Previously, Conrad and Dana, you managed to make your way down. How are you going to get up it?
Oh, should we switch maps, by the way?
There's no. You could switch to the one of the sort of the general area. Yeah, Neverwinter area. Neverwinter region. Here we go. Let me put a drawing. So you are essentially heading down, I guess this way, to then start to head up the mountain.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess we head up the mountain then.
Okay, this particular patch of ice, though, how do you plan to get across it? You just gonna try and charge your way up, or tricky to go around? How do you plan to tackle this?
Could I say, could I say to Yaris, can I say you go first, Yaris? I have confidence that you'll be able to make it.
So I missed a bit. Are we with the Conrad and others?
Yeah,
or
we're with everyone.
With them, okay. So we're heading up.
I am going to enjoy this.
There's a fairly slippery-looking patch of ice.
Do I roll a check for that, or we'll just go?
Yes, could you make an acrobatics or athletics check?
Acrobatics. +5. That's only a 9.
As you try to make your way up, you sort of go for a bit of a sprint before you slip, falling over and sliding all the way back down to the bottom where the rest of the party is.
Okay. But now,
It's up to you guys. Conrad or Dana, do you have anything you wanted to do or
Is there
to
much
add?
they can
Any
do?
contribution you'd like to make?
We're trying to climb ice, right? Or-
Yes.
Thank you.
At the moment,
So-
Conrad is
Nice.
thoroughly enjoying what is happening and finding it very funny.
We have climbing gear, but I'm not really sure if it'll help with ice.
Exactly. We can
Yeah,
set
what-
up our vehicles and climbing equipment and just go straight up if you want to. But I
We
want
could
to see
try and
this
climb.
play out for a bit.
What's included in climbing gear?
Given that it's winter, there'd probably be stuff on sort of sale that was winter related. Whether it be crampons or snowshoes, or actually not snowshoes, but sort of crampons and stuff. Okay, so Conrad, you just stand there watching the goings on. Tasley, Bert, Ernie, is there anything you'd like to try?
Could I sort of just, I guess, go cautiously up? Do we have any rope?
We do.
That's a good question. Did you,
Oh, I have
when,
some
in all that preparation you did you get
Give
the
us
rope?
your
I had some rope beforehand, but yeah, I've got some.
I'll pay you
Okay.
for some spare rope.
How are you going to get the rope to the... I mean, the rope's not going to help you at the bottom of the ice. Is someone going to
No.
try and run the gauntlet and get to the top
Could-
and
could
anchor
I-
it down somewhere?
Could I try and use my daggers like ice picks and sort of try and pull myself up by each one.
Yes. Would you like to make either an athletics or acrobatics check? We'll say with advantage. Using
Nice.
your daggers to pull your way up.
Dana could also
my God,
just
that's some awful
transform
rolls.
into someone
I have
with
a
wings.
+5 to athletics, and I've got a 10 total
That
with
is
advantage.
just enough. As you slowly make your way, kind of hacking in the sort of the ice with the dagger, and then heaving yourself up, bringing the next one in, and repeating the procedure until you eventually make your way to the top of this 20 or so feet sheet of fairly slick ice. When you're at the top, how, do you try and anchor the rope in any way, or just try and lie down on the snow to help people up?
Just watch.
Very
Just
quickly.
my own way.
Changing into a
as a
sniper.
as a mystic, I get the ability bestial form, which basically allows me to change some attributes of my personage. So I'm just wondering if I use the climbing one, which allows me to have a climbing speed equal to my walking speed. Am I able to scamper up this sheet of ice? It says that I
Yes, I think with
falls.
the climbing speed the same, you could probably do that fairly well.
Okay, so that stands, kind of Benzo sort of puts one hand sort of on the ice, and suddenly out of his fingers, lots of tiny claws suddenly shoot out of them, ripping into the ice as he slowly walks his way up.
Okay. Dana, do you get perhaps some crampons out or something of the like that you picked up from the mine exchange? From not Eden store, what's the name? Barthen's Provisions.
Yeah.
I guess we'll walk up the sheet of ice with those on.
Yeah, she could just try and...
Yeah, going. Yeah, you sort of make it up with no problem.
Yeah.
Ernie, you still there?
Yes, I'm still
Yes.
there.
Yeah. So, would you like to? Would you? How are you going to sort of anchor this this rope? You've got the rope to the top, and you put it down to help the others up. Is there any way you want to try and anchor it?
Imagine I'm gonna try and anchor it with a dagger, which is not the best, but I'm gonna try and use that like a stake.
Okay.
Yummy.
Maybe bash it in with my shield. I'm
Yes,
not.
you can totally try
I'm
that,
looking
yeah.
very out of place.
You're sort of scrabbling around in the snow, trying to get down to some kind of solid perched at the bottom, and then you start to try and hammer after tying the rope around the dagger. You start to try and pulverize it into the sort of the hard frozen ground. You certainly put some dents in your shield, and it's probably not the best of the dagger, but you do manage to do it. And then Katazli and the rest of Bert and Yaris make their way up with no more trouble. Okay. So, as you continue your way up it now, the day going to late afternoon, you see that the sky begins to darken. 5 minutes later, you spot some ominous grey clouds hiding the mountain above from view. What would you like to do about this? Certainly look like, at least those of you who are more at home in the wild will certainly realise that they are clouds holding snow, and it may be about to snow rather heavily.
Can Milo suggest that got Lehman's secret hut if we need to take refuge?
Yes, certainly can.
But just as he notices the heavy snow falling on him, says, "I hate snow."
Can we sort of all
Okay.
fit into Lehman's tiny hut?
Yes, you could do.
I guess we sort of go there and sort of pitch up.
Oh, I'll cast it. Yeah, I'll cast. What is
Okay.
it? A third level
So you
spell.
find a place
Yeah.
with... Yes, I think it is. You find somewhere with flat enough ground. You cast Lehman's tiny hut. And given it's beginning to start to snow heavily and that it was starting to get towards late afternoon anyway, you could, if you'd like, choose to take a long rest.
Cool. I'll do that.
Or just, yeah.
Get my third level spell slot back.
Okay.
Do I regain all expended side points?
Yes, you do.
Perfect.
So, after the... do you put up any kind of watch? Or, I mean, you're obviously safe within Lehman's tiny hut. It's up to you if you want to have anyone on watch.
Assume me and Bert, being like paid mercenaries, will do most of the night watch.
Okay, so you each take a couple of hours.
Mhm.
Could you both make perception checks?
Yeah, boy.
Interesting. Please.
Sharp.
Oh no, not the perception checks.
12 is what I've got.
12, okay.
Plus 1. 12 2. 11 plus 1.
Okay, the night goes by fairly peacefully. The snow eventually stops falling. You both, in fact, notice who took the first watch, actually.
Me.
You did. A little way up the mountain, perhaps maybe 500 or so yards ahead, after the snow or the blizzard has finished falling, you can see a faint glow coming from it.
From
When
what?
it is a faint glow coming from a little spot on the mountain,
Oh.
maybe about 500 yards up the path, and then a little way off. Maybe another, I don't know, 100 yards or so.
I sort of jump
off
up on
the
my
track,
feet
50 yards maybe.
to attention, sort of like putting my hand over my eyes to, if it's still snowing, to sort of cover my eyes from this falling snow, to just try maybe take a couple steps up the path to try and take a closer look.
Okay. So you continue to head up the path. Do you? It is obviously very dark and snowy, and potentially quite dangerous. Do you light or bring a light source with you?
Would there?
You do have dark vision.
Oh, actually, that's
it's
not
not-
something I've thought about.
Oh, I
with
think
my
you have
sheet.
dark vision. Do you have dark vision? You're
It's not on my sheet
half orc,
anywhere.
aren't you? Let me double check with half orc. I think. You
I don't know
have dark
where I
vision,
would
but-
put it on my sheet if I do.
Orcs do tend to dwell in dark
Yeah.
places. Half orc, here we go. Yes, you do have dark vision. Yep,
How much?
60 feet.
Where would I write that?
Under racial traits.
I never saw that. Dark vision, 60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah.
Bless me. So, and how far away does this appear to be?
Seems to be from where you created or from where Minus created the hut. It seems to be maybe 500 yards up the track and then about 50 yards off, a little further up the mountain.
I'm just going to sort of watch for a while, see if it starts getting brighter and closer or whatever.
Yeah, as you spend a little while watching, perhaps from within the hut, the sort of the outside appears sort of transparent, or from inside,
Yeah.
sort of the hut is transparent, although from outside it appears opaque. but it doesn't seem to move. It's just a light, sort of orangey yellow glow.
And how far through through my shift am I? Because I would want to
You
get
probably
Ernie's
noticed
attention.
this. Yes, you probably noticed this, or first noticed this, maybe an hour to an hour and a half through your shift, when the snow eventually stops falling.
Okay, I'm going to decide Ernie's had enough of his rest for now, because this is appears to be of deeper concern, potentially.
Okay.
And I'm going to go over to Ernie and sort of shake his shoulders, like, yeah, does Ernie... I'm just going to shake him basically till he opens his eyes and he's like, what?
Okay, Ernie, you feel a large hand shaking your shoulders. I guess you wake up. So you open your eyes. You see stooped over you, the figure of Bert. Osik.
His camera's moving, but he looks frozen.
He's muted.
I'm
muted.
Did you get that?
No, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Did you get all of that?
Okay. No. Sorry.
Bert.
I see a light on the mountain path about 500 feet away, and I come in and I wake you up an hour and a half through your long rest, deciding it's of more importance to alert you that there could be something dangerous coming up.
Okay.
So I'm waking you up basically.
What have you woken me for?
Ernie, come look at this. It's a strange light that's appeared on the mountain path. I don't know if it just appeared or I only just noticed it suddenly, but I'm rather concerned.
Guess I better take a look. I'll rub my eyes while stumbling out the hut.
Okay. So yeah, you can still view this from inside the hut actually. The sort of the hut being transparent from inside but opaque from outside. You can see if you were to go say 500 feet up the track, and then maybe 500 feet, 500 yards up the track, and then another 50 or so yards further up off the track, kind of more or less directly up the mountain, you can see an orange glow. A little harder for you to see without the sort of the dark vision. Can't see the terrain around you quite as easily, but you can certainly see this this brightish light.
Did I make an investigation check at all? Try and figure out what might...
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Not great. That's a natural one.
Who knows what it is? No idea. Could be absolutely anything.
Ouch.
I mean, Bert's not concerned enough to want to go up the path in the cold. He hates the snow. He'd rather just watch and see if that it comes closer or gets brighter from the tent. So I'm going to say, all right, well, you continue your sleep then, Ernie. I'll get you when it's been 4 hours.
Will
However long the shift is, I can't remember.
2 hours normally.
Two.
You're maybe an hour and a half through your shift already.
Well, you've got about another half hour sleep then, Ernie. You better get on with it.
Well, this is quite concerning. I think I'd better just stay outside.
Well,
It'd be better if there's two of us.
Fine. Fine. Stay up.
Okay.
Very quickly,
So was
would any
the
of us be able to hear all this commotion?
how heavily do you sleep? How loudly are they talking?
I'm
Maybe.
not talking that loud. And we are outside of the tent when I'm saying this.
Okay. So unlikely unless you're a particularly light sleeper.
I think he's probably quite a light sleeper, as he's used to having to get up very quickly with someone trying to kill him. So he may have opened his eyes and heard a little bit of that conversation before going back to sleep.
Okay. So as the minutes continue to pass by, Bert, do you head to sleep, or do you stay up?
But does want his rest when it's his turn. So
Okay.
yeah, if it's my turn to go to sleep, I will.
Yep.
I say, Ernie, if anything changes, get me up as soon as you can. I feel like I'm shifting to a Yorkshire accent. That's not the intention. Get me up. Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay.
As I head into my sleeping bag, my bedroll. And...
Wait,
what?
if it's okay, I'll wait a couple minutes until he's finished sleeping, and then I'll take off my chainmail armor.
Yep.
And unable to contain my curiosity, I'll start to sort of spread up the path towards the light.
Cheeky.
Do you bring a light source with you?
Ooh.
Because you can't
Yes,
see without
I
it.
probably do. Yeah, I've got a torch, but yeah, I will be carrying one.
So you light a torch and carefully make your way along up the path, 500 yards. You're keeping your time, making sure you don't slip, and come to a fairly disastrous end. Sad way for a character to die falling from a mountain. As you reach the point where you can now see the orange light about 50 feet above you, and you recognise from here that this is in fact what appears to be coming from within a cave. Probably firelight, maybe a campfire or torches, something of the like.
Am I close enough now to be able to see by their light only?
Close. You need to get perhaps a little bit closer.
Okay, I'll do that and then put out my torch just by like stubbing it in the snow or something. I guess.
Yep. Do you want to make a stealth check if you're trying to approach unnoticed?
Okay. It's a 17 total.
Okay. You carefully make your way up. It's time to grab a new map to make this next one visible. And here we go. I shall place you on the map.
Okay.
Let's just
Ooh.
grab
Ooh.
characters and Ernie. There we go.
Only the better mercenary.
Wait, where are we
Yeah.
looking?
I'll get rid of it. I'll just have the...
This is a new map called Ursula's Cave.
I did not know we were there. Only people.
Very sorry. Apologies. I can't spell very well.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to hug this. Wait. Actually, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh yes.
I'd like to hug this left-hand side of the rock and
Okay.
try and take stuff in. I guess perception check, right?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I'd say actually from the fairly bright light of the fire, the first thing you see immediately kind of is illuminating this fairly sizable cave. The first thing that you immediately notice, hunched down over the fire, directly, directly opposite the entrance, is a fairly large-looking ogre, who seems to be sitting there, eating a joint of some kind of wild animal. And he appears not to notice you.
Sorry, I just got someone came in. I'm gonna be pretty frightened by the sight of an ogre. I think even like with the could be more stuff, whatever. I will rush back down to the hut.
Okay.
Possibly relighting the torch. I assume there's still like some.
Yes, as you go down, once you
fuel.
figure you're kind of below the sort of the small ridge, you relight your torch as you head back down to the hut.
And...
So, I assume. Is that where, or are you heading back to the hut?
I think I wake
then,
people. I wake. Yes, yeah. But I don't know if I wake people or not. I'm
Okay.
not sure. Oh, I don't think I do. I don't think there's much threat of us being attacked.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
I'll just keep carrying my watch. Put my armor back on.
Okay.
Can anyone else hear a bit of background noise? Just hear a bit of static.
It's
Yeah, do
subtle.
you want me to disconnect, reconnect?
I'm just wondering, it could be my laptop fans which have just spun up. Has that only just happened?
It's not loud for me. I only noticed it
Hang
because
on.
you said it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, hang on. If I do this, has it gone away now?
No.
It's from Kelly's.
Oh.
But it's fine.
I mean, I can't
It is,
hear
Oh
it.
no, Kelly's muted, I
Right,
think.
right.
It's just Kelly was lighting up
I
when I
don't
heard it, but yeah. Oh well, it's fine. I don't think it's Kelly then.
I don't know.
Unless
Okay.
you're muted.
Um,
You were going green
right.
every time I heard it, but you're muted, so I don't know.
Never mind. If it's subtle, then that doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, I didn't
Wait, how
notice
can
it till you
carry
said
on?
it.
Yeah.
It's
Be
fine.
muted.
That's what I'm saying. It's not. I thought it
could
was.
possibly
but
be
it's
my
not.
laptop. I don't know.
I thought it was because
Oh.
you were going green every time I heard it, but if you were muted, then it wasn't.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Why?
Hello.
There doesn't
Dylan can
really
hear some
come
kind of
from-
static, and he's not sure what it is.
I'm
it could be my laptop fans, maybe. I don't know.
Was I muted before this?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was
Yeah,
because
it's not
I accidentally muted myself through
It's
this.
fine.
Not really sure how,
Okay, that's fine.
but that
Uh,
confusing.
No worries.
I didn't even
Okay.
know. I was
Sorry,
muted.
I thought it was you because you were going green for some reason every time I
Yeah.
heard it, but
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
all that matters is that we can see Henry's forehead.
Yes.
See, Henry. I've got
We can
two
see his
dots of
eyes
him
and his
again.
nose.
Yes.
No, just can see
The best bits.
just his hair now.
That's better. Oh
Wonderful.
no, Henry.
Hey, he's back.
No. Go back to the way it was.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, yeah, as you head back.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, back to the realms of D&D.
Oh no.
What did
Yeah.
Otik do?
He headed.
I saw an ogre. I ran. So it's-
Pretty much.
I want to do that.
He went up, found a cave, found an ogre, and came back again.
Did you wake up the party?
No,
No.
although by the time it comes to the end of what would be your usual 2 hours watch, is there anyone in particular you wake up? Do you stay awake all night? What do you want to do?
There's 4 watches, right, of 2 hours each.
Yes.
Who was? We would have arranged beforehand who was taking the other 2.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
Milo's to do a watch.
that's
Okay.
a terrible idea. Milos is gonna get like battered by anything
He's
that
got like
comes.
18 passive perception. Like he's gonna see anything that comes at him.
Yeah,
Not
but then
quite
he's gonna get
That's
steamrolled by them.
Yeah, but you've
I mean,
investigated.
he's
Yeah,
level
coming.
5 compared with like most of the rest of you.
Exactly.
Vicious mockery is
Probably-
not an attack. Whatever
True.
Probably
people
got
say.
one of the
He can
probably
wake
one of the better
people up.
people.
But
So
Otik,
it is
your
worth
character.
noticing that Lehman's tiny hut is basically invincible. like when you're inside it, nothing can really get to you.
I
Just
think
gonna
it
note
doesn't.
that he'll just be like, stay inside the hut.
It doesn't matter
I
anyway.
mean,
'Cause
anyone outside can't get inside.
Move the
I
tent
mean, unless
to
they cast
the
like the disintegration
the
spell or
cave.
something on the hut. Sorry?
move
Spell
the tent into the cave.
Just go up and just cast it right outside the door so they can't get out.
I don't think Ernie's character would have any issues with Milos taking watch because Ernie knows what the light is now, so he'd happily pass on the shift, I'm sure, knowing there's no big threat.
Yeah, I sure, but I will consult with him and I'll tell him what I've seen
Yeah.
and
Yep.
ask for his advice as to whether we should wake up the party.
Miles would be like, and I've not done a voice for Miles, but here we go. We'll stay inside the hut, I think. This isn't an attempt of any accent, this is just a voice. We'll stay inside the hut. It's practically invincible. You need to go outside.
How do you do it? How do you sound so Irish? That's what I want to know.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, he'll just say that. Probably take his watch from inside the hut.
Sure. Yep. So as the time continues to go by, again, the next couple of hours go by fairly peacefully. Bit of a wind picks up. Start to hear it kind of howling through, sort of past the mountain peaks, and the faint kind of bits of snow kind of get blown across. But generally it goes by fairly peacefully.
Lyle, Kappa, Conrad, because I don't know who else. No, Katasi can get up. She can get up. She's led this expedition.
Okay.
Lee, it's your shift.
Tasley then.
Lee, you're still asleep apparently. Katasi, it's your shift. Is she up yet? No, okay.
Are you slapping her awake?
Could I just could I just roll over onto her other shoulder and just sort of ignore it?
Ken?
Thought we were friends, Katasi. Take your shift.
And then I sort of say, "Oh, if I must," and then sort of go out, and then
Bow graciously. Thank you.
and then I take the next shift or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, I assume Milos pointed out the sort of the orange light and passed on the information from Ernie that it is in fact a cave and contains at least one ogre. Is there anything you just do with information, or just stay by and keep watch?
I didn't tell him that. So,
Oh, you didn't tell him that.
because,
You see a little orange light glowing from a little way up the mountain.
Oh, do I? Oh, I guess I can investigate it.
Very heavy rain. You may be able to hear this.
Of course.
So it's raining
This is what
really
it-
heavily outside.
Oh my
Yeah, I-
goodness.
Actually. Yeah, you're close by.
Oh yeah, it's raining outside mine as well.
It's
It
not
rains and
raining
hail.
here.
Yeah.
yeah, I got that rain.
Not rain.
That
Well,
rain.
if I haven't been told about a mysterious light and I can see it, I'd probably go to investigate, being the good sentry that I am.
Okay. So, really loud. So, okay. Right, so yes, you trudge your way up the mountain. Do you light a torch? You do have dark vision, so you can see to an extent the area around you.
Okay. So I guess I just keep following the light.
Okay, so you head 500 feet up the mountain. You can see the footprints. We can see some footprints, two sets leading apparently away from the hut and back again. You continue to go up, following these footsteps, which take a sharp sharp left turn, up to the sort of this, what looks like from now you'll hear sort of a cave entrance. You can see an orange glow coming from it, perhaps could be a fire or some torches, some similar light source. What would you do?
Could I sort of stealthily try and make my way inside to see what's inside?
Yes, you can. So, this is popping back. People are not there. I'm not there. To the to Ursula's cave. You head up to that's good character. Good Tasley.
Oh my days.
Okay. So everyone's gone for like tall and thin characters, and there's just Katasley, that
I
wonderful
need to
beard.
refresh. Oh, there we go.
Brilliant toothy grin.
It doesn't even fit.
Yes. As you
Protruding
sort of crest a small ridge, you look over. You can sort of see the cave more in full now. Do you approach?
Yes, could I sort of stealthily make my way inside? Try to
Yeah, do you want to make a
see
stealth
what
check?
the light is.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7.
That is a 7. You're not very stealthy. Your feet and your armor making. So for your armor.
Yes.
No, you don't have. You do have armor.
Oh,
Was
if
it
I'm-
a scale mail? Was it?
Yeah, I don't think I went to sleep in my armor though, so I probably wouldn't have
Okay,
it on there.
But your feet, no less, making fairly loud crunching noises in the snow.
Yeah.
As you peep around the corner, you can see a large ogre.
doing
throwing-
yoga.
Throwing doing yoga. Ogre? I don't know. I got that wrong.
Eating yoga.
Throwing away some bones towards the side into a little small pile of them now. As you sort of approach, he kind of looks up at you before looking back and slumping down on the sort of mattress here.
Wait, he sees me.
He sees you, but he doesn't pay you any attention.
Why? Can he speak
Not
common
particularly
tongue?
interested.
What can he speak?
Let me double check.
I can speak a few things. I can speak like Draconic and common tongue.
He certainly doesn't speak Draconic. I can tell you that.
Celestial?
He
yeah,
speaks
here we
very
go.
fluent grunt.
Speaks,
though.
yes. He speaks. Yes, very fluent grunt. He
He'd be
speaks a
able to
common
understand
giant, so yes,
Roman,
he did.
Could I
You'd be able to
say,
understand
you there? I wonder if you can help me and my party of adventurers.
Looks at you before getting up, drawing himself to his full height, and slowly starts to head over in your direction. At this point,
Wait, what?
another ogre appears, and they kind of head over, blocking the sort of the entrance, standing next to each other. And the first one says, "Why would I be interested in helping you?" My famous ogre impression.
I am a wealthy man. I can get you anything you desire, ogre.
Shrek.
Is it catastrophe female?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a wealthy female.
Just speaking of her picture.
Just our consistency's sake. I mean, she could change her pronouns if she would like, but you know,
No?
she
Yeah.
really, really wants to.
She
I'm a wealthy
identifies as a
woman.
man.
Yeah. I'm a wealthy woman and I can get you many things, ogre, if you help me on my quest.
Perfectly happy where I am. I get all I need from Ursula.
Perhaps there's something else you need. I just need to find the entrance to this fortress that I'm looking for. I wish you no harm.
Why would you ask for?
He sort of heads over here and sort of coughs. Ursula. At this point, a bizarre, twisted old creature comes in. I'm not sure if you know what they are. They are standing a full 10 feet tall, long, bony arms, clawed fingers. Their face twisted and disfigured. Long, untidy black hair, fairly stench similar to that of the ogres coming off her.
Yeah.
What is it you want, young one?
Ursula, it is truly a pleasure to meet you. I have had many good things from your ogres about you. I was wondering if you might have some knowledge that might come useful for me.
Oh, well, there is, I can impart great knowledge upon you in exchange for something. What is it that you'd like to know?
I would like to know where
Please
the
do
entrance...
come inside.
I sort of step inside.
Okay, as you come inside, like, help yourself to some of the provisions over there. We have plenty. The ogres kind of sit, head back. And
Can I make myself comfortable here?
Yep, you certainly can.
On this bit there.
Okay.
And then could I say do you have a drink I could have?
Absolutely.
Animal
Let's,
blood.
let me go grab you something, and she comes back through with a small cup with sort of a warm liquid in, warm miscellaneous liquid. Not quite sure what it is. It has a very sweet smell.
Can I say thank you, Ursula, and I down it in one?
Okay. I mean, to be fair, dwarves do have poison resistance, so if it was poison, it wouldn't be too bad. It's not poisoned.
Nice.
Okay. So tell me again, what is it that you would like to learn?
Well, I am looking for the entrance of Axholm Fortress, and also for a dwarf named Nundro, who lives in the vicinity of the fortress. I wondered if you might have heard of them or where I can find them.
Yeah. Well, that is something I can certainly give you part of that information to you. But there's one small thing I would like you to do for me.
Of course, anything.
The far side of this mountain, there lives a Yeti who has been causing a little trouble recently. When we been pillaging the sheep and cattle of nearby farmers, which leaves food sources rather slim on the ground, let's say, for the three of us.
Okay.
If you would so kindly do that, I will certainly give you the information. And she heads over and she pulls out one of her teeth, and she holds it over the fire and sort of bends this sort of kind of forms it into the shape of a ring. And she perfect size for your finger. She spends about half an hour doing this. While she does that, just like, so Axholm, yes, that is also located the far side of the mountain, a little higher up. if you head over to the hut cresting the ridge of the mountain, give me 2 seconds. Cresting the ridge of the mountain, a little to the west of here. Crest over there, start to head down the far side. You'll find the hut, which a small hut, which I believe there is someone occupying, a dwarf perhaps. On my treks down that side, I've certainly seen some small figure. If you were to, from that hut, continue to head northward, back up the mountain, you'll find Axel. But a little further around the mountain, if you wouldn't mind taking care of this first, is the place where this Yeti is inhabiting. I'd be most grateful if you would take care of them. Again, they've been causing a great trouble, making food ever so scarce for us.
Let me take your ogres and we can vanquish this Yeti now.
The ogres must stay with me.
Fair enough. I will go and find Nundra and see if we can tackle it together.
That sounds absolutely marvellous. Well, it's still not yet light. Would you like to stay a little longer? Is there anything else you would... any more food I can offer you?
That's very kind, but I would not like to outstay my welcome. But thank you for offering these directions to Nundro. That's most useful for me.
It is my pleasure, my pleasure.
Can I shake her hand? Does she have a hand?
She does have a very, very large hand, similar in size to an ogre's, but with much longer, sort of clawed fingers, and she sort of stoops down, towering more than twice your height, and shakes your small but sturdy hand.
I sort of wish her and the ogres all the best, and then I return to the tent.
Okay.
Just happened.
Yep.
Just friendly.
I was not expecting that.
Who was I? I was expecting Henry to get put to sleep or something, when actually he could just die.
Okay. Not all monsters are monsters. Or maybe they are, they're just monsters in their own ways. Okay, so another once you return back to the hut, Lehman's hut, Milus's hut, it sort of goes sort of another hour or so before everybody wakes up. It still being dark, but sort of the faint glimmer of light now appearing.
Oh, what a nice sleep.
Just threw a dice up in the air and caught it in my mouth.
Wow.
First try.
Go on a talent show or something. It's like,
This
why
is a
right
talent
dice?
show.
Juggling.
This is a acting and role-playing talent show, actually. Thing is, no one's going to see it because no one's watching.
Well, you need to tell your friends and family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is it morning
it's up to us to spread them.
Oh, 2 people are
You can't
watching.
just
It is
expect
now
people to
morning,
just
the
find us.
faint glimmer of the sort of the dawn. Sun hasn't yet arisen, but yes, you can. There's enough light to just about see by. Another half hour or so, the sun will begin to peak. Will begin to peak over the horizon.
I'm going to sort of go up and start making my breakfast.
Okay.
Breakfast!
I believe that Conrad Stan will begin to do the same thing, but Then quite quickly we'll note that there's some kind of glow coming from a cave up there. And we'll turn to Catalsi and say, have you any idea what that is up there?
I'll speak up over and say, I saw an ogre in there. It's not. That's off.
Pretty close.
An ogre, you said.
No, the accent.
An ogre, you
mine.
say. How
Yeah,
many?
A big ogre.
Yes, it's true. There's an ogre there, but we do not need to disturb them at all. They are friendly.
Why'd you say that?
You
What?
seem
I
very
hate
sure of
ogres.
this.
Why have I turned Indian?
Oh my
Why? Where did that come from?
I had a little chat with them in the night. They were very friendly to me.
What?
Ogres aren't usually friendly by themselves.
It's news to me.
Wait, am I there too?
Yes, you are. Yeah, you're all here. You probably
Oh, sorry.
could engage with this
Midas is a
conversation.
good cook, isn't he?
I was busy
Didn't
eating
Midas always
dice,
cook the meals?
so...
Do that.
Well, what
Carry on.
Bert would say when, in response to Dylan's character,
Midas.
when you said,
Tandy's character.
why would they be friendly, they're orcs, ogres or something, I said, well, they're clearly in command of someone then, aren't they? Actually, no, I'm not intelligent enough to make that assessment. I'll just say, trust Katasli's judgment. He clearly knows what he's doing more than you,
Right.
doesn't he?
Katasli's a female, but we'll brush over that.
She identifies as a man now.
Oh,
the
Katasli,
beard,
you
the
never
beard.
told me.
She's the smartest one here, don't you think? She's smarter than you.
I'm a wealthy man.
I have to disagree there. I think Katasli knows I'm more intelligent than her, but
Well, she's leading the
trust her.
party, isn't she? So
Midas knows that.
Katasli, can you
along with Milas, yeah.
Katasli, can you get your goons off me, please?
if you have anything better to say, why don't you lead the party?
Katasli,
To be
I
fair-
don't like your goons.
Yeah, could I say, Bert,
They're
that's enough?
bullying me.
Could I say, Bert, that's enough. You've had your say. And then, can I turn to Conrad and say, I think it's best if we split up into two parties to comb the mountain for the signs of Nundro's hut.
Are you sure about this? It is a bit of a dangerous tactic, especially.
Conrad, you've already been to Nundro's hut.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, sorry, I didn't mean Nundro's hut, actually. I meant the Axholm entrance.
Oh, Axholm entrance, yeah.
Very quickly, do we have a map of this mountain so I can kind of get my head around it? This is out of character, just very quickly.
If you go to the what do I call it? Phandalin map?
Yeah.
Not Phandalin. Neverwinter region map. So essentially, oh no, it doesn't work. Hang on. No.
Oh, yes, I see.
No, hang on. Here we go. We got a line. Okay. So.
Oh,
This is how it works. Wait a minute. Okay, I can do this now. I can do this. I can draw. Okay, so it's. Oh, it's a straight line. Okay. So it's sort of like this area, sort of here. So you know that Nundro's hut is in Nundro's hut is about well, to get to Nundro's hut you'd go sort of along here, over here, and you'd find Nundro's hut down here. You don't know precisely where Axholm is, but it's sort of this sort of area. And the Yetis that
And
were
well,
described were a little further around the mountain, maybe like here or so.
well, I shall probably say, having known this information, after Katazli said to split the party, I'll go. Very well, if you wish to split the party, that is fine with me. Go and get yourself killed. Save me the trouble.
Whoa!
Can I just sort of ignore Conrad and turn to my guys and tell them to get prepared?
What will the party split be? To go with who?
I suppose I'll begin to. Well, actually, I'll talk to Dana.
Could I
Dana.
Okay.
Oh, you go first, Henry.
I was just gonna say in response to Milas. Milas, you go with Dana and Conrad and keep a close eye on them for me. There could be trouble.
I
Don't need a babysitter, if that's what you're saying, Katazli. Dana.
I'm the size of a baby, so I guess I'm the baby sat. That's not fine.
Let's begin to walk around the mountain. I'll bring you to Tenandro's dwelling.
Okay.
And with that, I suppose I begin to walk around.
I'll see you later, Katasli.
Could
Or die.
Oh yeah. Then could I turn around to Bert and Ernie and say, I've got some realism errand, and this will lead me to Axholm entrance. Do Bert and Ernie say anything, or do they just go, yeah?
Just nod.
You blankly. What are you talking about?
And with that, I suppose we go off to the Yeti hut.
Okay. So, yeah.
Sorry,
as
can I
you
just
set up-
where's Cog going? It's out of the two parties.
Good,
We've got
good question.
obviously
Yes.
only
Yeah.
Katazli and me, Dana and Conrad. So which one's Cog joining?
Which one is Cook joining? I mean, that's up to him, really.
Yeah, Cog. Who do you wanna join? I can't hear you, Cog. You are lighting up in Discord, but cannot
I
hear
can't
you.
hear Cog either.
Me neither.
Because it looks like it's trying to
it's
speak,
not- it's
but it's
turned up to
lighting up in
100%.
Discord. But we can't hear
Oh.
you, Cog.
Yeah, I think he's rejoining. I
Yeah.
guess. He's definitely muted right now. Oh,
No, is that me?
and
No.
Hello?
no. Oh, there we go.
yeah, we can hear him. Yeah,
Hello?
nice.
Okay.
Coggy.
Okay. I think Yavis would rather go with Katasli if that's okay.
Okay, cool. So in one party we have Milas and Conrad and Dana. In the other party we have Katasli, Bert, Ernie, and Yaris. Cool. Okay. So let's continue. So obviously Dana and Conrad, you already know the route to Nundo's hut, basically where those red lines are. Katasli, and so I guess you continue to follow up the steep and winding mountain path, sort of cresting the ridge line and beginning to head back down the other side of the mountain. Going to Katasli and Co. Do you follow along the same direction, or do you head round in a different direction?
I think we'd probably head round in a slightly different direction, following the witch's instructions.
Yes. Well, she said first go to the hut. To the north of that is to the north of that is Axholm, and just up the mountains, Axholm, and then a little further around the mountain is the Yeti Cave. So you could go round the mountain. You would probably be able to figure to get to the Yeti Cave, or you could kind of go through the route that she'd given.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
Could we sort of, go around the mountain on the other side then to do it that way?
Cool. Okay, so you take a route somewhat like this, I suppose, coming around like that. All right, so yes, you both set off. The weather seemed to be fairly clear. It's nice, fresh air. Not a cloud in sight. You'd be very pleased to know. It's about a little before midday, actually. Conrad and Milas and Dana reach the sort of the kind of peak of the mountain and start to sort of head back down. Not the peak, sort of saddle bit, I guess. And sort of start to head back down the other side towards Nundro's hut. Tasley, you continue to head round towards the cave. As it gets to about sort of late afternoon, both Conrad and Milas and Dana finally make it to the hut that obviously they'd seen Nundro in before. And I shall now reveal a new map.
Whoa.
More maps, look at this, super organised.
Maps from heaven.
All scenes visible. Nundro's hut.
Do I need to refresh? Yeah.
Okay. So the three of you appear on. Oh, Conrad's actually got like a little thing now.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Who else do we have? We have Dana. Whoa!
Mega Dana. Mega Revolution Dana. You should use a background removing tool to remove the white around it.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, yeah, I need to do that with some of the other ones I've got. Who are we missing? We're missing Milas. There's Milas. Whoa!
My Milas' hut is just black.
Thank you, whoever created.
Oh my
this.
days, Milas.
Mega Milas.
What has he been
Mega
eating?
Milas, he's grown.
Okay.
It's the smallest one here and somehow the biggest. What spell did he use?
Okay, let me quickly grab the... Not grab, it's not a physical thing, it's right here. Okay, part 2, the hut. So yes, the following morning, you'd set off once again. You figure that despite the very thick snow coming up to your knees, slowing your progress, you figure that you should be able to make it to Nundro's hut by nightfall. As you finally crest a small ridge, you catch your first glimpse of the hut, the setting sun casting a golden glow on the surrounding snow. As you approach, you sense that something is wrong. There's no smoke rising from the small chimney. With the night setting in, Nundro should have a fire going. As you continue, or I assume you approach the hut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you continue to
It's
approach,
Conrad kind of in charge now.
Yeah.
Conrad, I would like you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, I just realized I was muted. I was going to say
No.
I was going to make a little check around, like the outside of the
No metagame here.
Exactly, no metagame.
Okay, well,
no.
as you do check around the outside of the hut, I'd still like you to make an acrobatics check.
Can we change our group name to that? No metagaming.
No metagame.
Because we'd lie. We'd be lying to the audience.
The no metagamers.
That's misinformation.
No metagamers would be quite an appropriate title for our
Or
group, I think.
gnome, as in gnome, like the race, gnome, and then eta
Oh,
gamers.
gnome, yes. Yeah.
Nah,
Well,
Let me tell you my gnome.
Altogether, I got 24.
Yes, Conrad. 24. You hit your foot on what seems to be a large stump of wood. You look down towards it. Do you sort of brush the snow away?
Dead body.
Well, as I'm a very good detective, I suppose that I do a thorough investigation.
Okay. So, as you sort of shovel the snow away, you can see a small, well, I say small, a fairly sizable chopping block. You can see the sort of the little scars where the axe has been slammed into it to chop the wood. Do you proceed onto the hut?
Miles is pretty much there.
I will carry on.
So with the sort of the blizzard, snow has piled up against the door, holding it firmly closed. As you begin to shovel the snow away from the door, you find it is unlocked. As you lift the latch, you peer in to find it empty.
Oh no!
No, money.
Oh no! Where's the
Oh no!
Oh
Anyway.
no.
I'm Italiano.
Am I able
Sorry,
to
I like
door
James
is
Jackson.
over there. There's the door.
close look? Is that
Thank
okay?
you.
Yes.
Can Milos make an investigation check to see if there's any trapdoors or anything? Any signs of
Yes, you can.
where someone could be? Oh no, he's only
Absolutely,
got
yes. I'll read you a
Two.
brief description of the interior.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, the cabin, which is fairly small, being around 10 by 15 feet. There's a small stove at the far end with a couple of pots and cooking utensils neatly placed onto the side. To the right of the door is a sturdy-looking bunk bed with thick black blankets folded neatly. At the foot of the bed and to the right of the stove is a small cupboard. Upon closer inspection, it appears to contain 2 months of rations, or at least enough for 2 months for a single person. On the left side of the hut, there's a shelf supporting some plates, bowls, mugs, cutlery, and other provision. So yes, you made that
See
investigation
what-
check.
Can
Well-
I open up the
12. Okay.
am I
Is there
able to
anywhere in
open up the
particular
file?
you're looking? Sorry.
Scanning the area like a drone. The door.
Okay. Yeah, you take a look round. Nothing seems particularly out of place. You do notice a few small remnants of what was once a wood stack below the shelves. Conrad, what were?
Well, Conrad, I don't really see much here.
Am I able to,
Could have left her gone.
Whoa.
completely ignoring him, I would like to go and look into the stove.
You look into
Why
the
are you ignoring
stove,
me?
and you can see the remnants of what was once a fire. Certainly not enough there to burn now.
Yes.
No roasted nundro
Yeah.
in the stove.
I reach my hand into the fire and sort of bring out any sort of ash and begin to study it. Do you know how long it was until I that this has been kind of out for, like how long the fire has been dead?
Do you want to make either a survival or an investigation check?
Can I use passive investigation or not really?
Really, you're actively looking at it.
Because it's a 21, which is quite good.
Yes, you
Good
figure that you can tell to the past kind of few, or at least to kind of the nearest kind of 4 hours. You figure that this last it must have sort of burnt out sort of the day of the blizzard.
Okay.
Perhaps around the time this would have gone out, around the time that the blizzard occurred.
So was that about 2 days ago?
That was a day and a night ago, about 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty close to 24 hours.
Milos,
Dana,
from
you're
what
there as well.
Yep.
it appears that he's been gone for about 24 hours. I
24 hours? Why?
know why, you stupid. But
Pardon?
I reckon
Excuse me, Conrad. I provided shelter for you the whole night. Treat me with some respect.
yes, I can be thankful for that, but just don't ask stupid questions when I'm trying to concentrate. Begin to sort of pace
Okay.
my way around
Hey.
the room.
Why would he leave then, Conrad? That's my next. That's not a stupid question. Why would he leave?
It is not a stupid question, but this is a question that we do not have the answer for. I can see that doesn't seem to be any out of place books, or it doesn't look like he's got out of his bed in a hurry. I can see it is made well. So I don't think that he left by force. I think he must have left on his own accord.
Can I cast detect magic, please? Should we start
yeah.
ritual casting that?
Mhm.
Start ritual casting it. I'm going to see
Okay,
if there's any magic left behind.
Yes,
It'll
so
take me a
I think it's
while.
about 10 minutes, or is it 10 minutes or an hour?
Yeah, 10 minutes for
10
a
minutes.
ritual cast.
Very quickly, Ben. It's all
Holla hula ha, hula hula ha. That's what it's saying.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Casting it. Hello, hala. Sorry, it's just distracting. Humna humna ha. Ritual casting.
Were all
Nice.
those things
Sorry.
correct?
So
Ben?
sorry.
What language is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Hula ha, hula hula ha.
Honda British Scooter
So
Yamaha,
hula
Honda
hoop
British
language.
Scooter Yamaha.
Nice.
Willkommen Honda, willkommen Honda, willkommen Honda.
What were the stuff I said correct? Ben at the end.
About the bed and the fact that you didn't leave in a hurry, yes, it would appear that way, certainly.
Perfect.
Yes, as you finish casting, let me double check, is there any...
Do 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 do.
Yeah, there is no trace of after the sort of 10 minutes pass. Milos, you're pretty certain that there is no trace of magic, or you're certain there is no trace of magic around this hut.
Conrad, you can confirm there is no trace of magic. I don't know where my voice is going. It just changes from accent to accent. Minus a multi-accent halfling. There's no trace of the of magic, Conrad.
There's no trace of the accent. There's no room in the inn.
First word.
Okay.
Can I cast
Yes, what-
Mage Hand and start rifling through the cupboards? Start
Yes, you
using
cast
that
Mage
to
Hand.
pat
Do
around
you-
pat around,
Are you just
around the
doing
room
that
to
with-
see if there's any.
Yeah. Are you doing that just with Mage Hand, or are you using Mage Hand as like an additional hand to help you?
Oh yeah,
I just
3
changed all
hands
the
now,
names.
basically.
3 hands.
And I'm going to use the main
Three
hand
hands,
on
sorry.
my head. I'm going around,
Fine.
and as I'm looking, patting, it's on the head,
Mage
patting
Hand.
the wall as well.
What's the scene? Unseen servant as well, going and helping you. You're.
Yeah.
That sounds like
It was
a-
quite.
both hands.
Oh, God, Unseen Servant too, of course. Hopefully not both concentration. They probably both are. But yeah.
I don't think. I'm not sure actually. Hopefully not,
but yeah.
because you know you couldn't
Are
play 3
you-
instruments if they weren't,
Yeah.
or if they were rather.
So
Okay,
I'll
yeah, so
start
you
just
start
patting
rifling-
around and stuff,
Um,
and you know.
Yes, nothing in particular. The only kind of thing I suppose would be the sort of the empty wood stack, which you notice as you're rifling through. Everything else seems
Oh.
in place.
DM has mentioned the empty wood stack twice now, so I think I should investigate that. Conrad, investigate the empty wood stack. Where are you?
Metagaming.
Check for you if you would like. DM, where is this wood stack?
But that's the thing. There isn't a wood stack. It's empty. It's no wood.
Well, where
What?
is
Oh, that's a, oh.
There's some
Oh.
remnants of wood.
where is the empty
Ah.
wood stack?
It's just sort of underneath the shelves.
This is
Quick
very
look.
suspicious.
And as my role, goodness me, it is correct about mystics that they're overpowered. My dice rolls have just gone up from 1s and 2s with Barak to like 14s.
About like Indians once and twos, yeah.
Yes, so I get a unnatural 20 with this one.
What are you investigating?
The empty wood stack.
It's
Um,
empty.
There is no wood. Essentially, is what you're doing. There's no wood.
What a waste of a good roll. Ben, how could you do like that?
I'm
I'm
checking
investigating the
for-
empty wood stack. Yes, it's empty. But
You confidently assess that it is empty.
Can you join the dots?
Well, my lord, as you can see, it does appear to be empty. I'll just quickly check for any doors for you, but as far
where
as
is
I
the wood then? Where is the wood? If that is empty,
If you rolled a
must be the wood
d20, you
somewhere
might have
else.
you might have found a twig if you rolled a nat 20.
probably
Right.
Tail, even a twig.
Let's
not
find
even
the
a twig.
wood.
We must find the wood. Where's the fucking wood?
You make, I'd say with that investigation check of 20, you make a thorough search of the cabin and the surrounding snow. There is no wood.
Is Milas some kind of beaver or something?
Where's the wood? Just dying for wood.
It's like,
Milos was a beaver all along.
it's like the wood must lead us to a clue, you know? It must be a clue, like there's no wood in the wood,
All he
in the wood
found,
stack.
all he found was Catasli's morning wood.
I'm a woman.
The thing is,
Wait, it's a woman.
I'm a woman.
When you said that, I'm a woman. You sounded so offended.
Because I was offended, right?
I'm a woman.
My character is a woman.
Dear.
At least you're finally getting it engraved into your head. We need a YouTube. We need a stream clips channel. Stream highlights.
Best of highlights, that would be
Ah.
it. Well, they are getting recorded, so we could do
Yeah,
that. Alright,
exactly.
goodness. Anyway, where's this wood then?
Why do we want wood?
Why do you love wood so much?
Out the room and look up at the sky to determine what time it is. And the time is.
It's getting dark. Maybe got another hour, half an hour of light remaining.
Maybe there's a
turned
nice
to
bunk
Milo
bed here. Let's go to sleep.
and say, it is starting to get dark, and I don't think we have too much time left to waste with looking for.
Wood.
My advice would be that we
Continue
down
looking
in
for
the
wood tomorrow.
hut for a little bit. Or at least we
An early night.
we could do that. Or Milos, if you would be so kind, we can find some
I'm crying.
some higher ground where you can cast your spell to create a hut for us to sleep in.
Made of wood.
Oh, of course. But maybe we'll find some wood on the way, because I think that's the answer. Is there wood not? If the wood thingy is empty, the wood is somewhere. He would have had enough wood.
He would
for
have had
weeks.
enough wood.
So why is there wood exactly? So why is there no wood in there? That's my question.
Oh my goodness,
Conrad?
Milos, look! Can you see that?
Wood.
Just at the bottom of the cliff, you can jump down. There's wood there.
Just make a search for wood as we just leave.
Can you roll for wood?
The wood.
Get the
He's
wood.
built a new hut.
Dylan, I've just sent you a message just to do with what has happened to Nunjo since you're playing him.
He was looking for wood.
He's been drunk.
I wouldn't do that, Ben. There's going to be some heavy metagaming.
Shut up, I'm saying we do not medicate, for goodness sake. Right? Milos doesn't have a clue. Okay, and I'm gonna act like he doesn't have a clue. My goodness.
Okay, so what I will do is I'll start to head to the high ground.
Dylan is no metagamer, so be careful.
Is there any wood around?
High ground that is relatively sheltered. If there are any a high point which is sheltered on multiple sides
You can head.
with the cliff.
You can sort of, if you'd like. Are you looking for somewhere to camp or
Yes,
somewhere
somewhere
to
to
get a
camp.
good view? Somewhere to camp.
Demons. I'll get another Lumen secret hut boshed out.
Yeah, I mean you could just do that if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just do you want to go to a high ground or just use Lehman's tiny hut?
No, still go to high ground.
Yeah.
Lumen
I'm
tiny
gonna
hut
take
on
the
the
high
high ground.
Okay.
I don't want to be seen.
Yeah,
We're sleeping in
perhaps
a
a
hut.
little tricky. I think to find the sort of an area quite as you described, you may find it a little tricky. I think if you headed directly north, maybe about half an hour to an hour, you might just about find somewhere that's more or less suitable. It may not have the sort of best panorama view, but you can sort of see
I got a
down
really
this side of the mountain, and there's kind of steeper sides further up. Yes.
Is there any wood on the way? Traces of wood.
Not up the
Bits
mountain.
of, like-
There's no woods up the mountain.
Any cut woods around the houses? Any cut bits of wood scattered around?
There are no cut bits of wood surrounding the hut. No, I'm
It's a
joking.
mystery.
So did you say it's getting dark?
It is getting dark. Yes, I will
Oh.
come back to Tasley in just a minute. Actually,
Okay.
so yes, as Conrad, Milos, and Dana, they head up and they sort of set up camp a little way, about an hour's journey in the snow, north of the hut, finding a slightly more secluded, well-sheltered area. Set up Lehman's tiny hut. Milos cast that, and you get ready to prepare to bunk down for the night. So, heading back to Katasley, Katasley and Co. You continue to make your way round the mountain, following a sort of rough path, and you eventually make it until you figure you're close to the
Giant wood.
location. Giant wood. Speaking of woods, actually, as you round the mountain, a little way from you, so just draw you on, or as you kind of follow that white path round, as you get down towards the sort of more southern side of the mountain, you can see to the southeast a relatively sizable woodland. Relatively sizable wood, kind of fir trees kind of growing up the side of the mountain there.
It's the mystery. It's been solved.
Even though Katazi doesn't even know there's a mystery to begin with, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
From outside the game, then, though, we know.
Dazzy doesn't
Casually-
realise she's a man.
As you continue round, you finally you sort of crest a small rise in the sort of fresh snow, crunching softly beneath your feet. You spy a large cave entrance about 100 feet away. You can see around the sort of the entrance there are dozens of icicles hanging from the ceiling. The central 5, however, have been broken off.
Ooh. Would it be possible to stand above the cave entrance?
Yes, it would.
It would be quite tricky. You'd have to backtrack a long way to be able to find a way up, unless you want to sort of climb a fairly sheer wall.
Yeah, can we try and backtrack a little way up, if that's possible?
Yes,
'Cause
it's
I've got a
starting
little
to
bit
get
of a
dark.
plan.
Okay, yep, you certainly can. So, yes, you backtrack a little way until you can find a way to be able to get up to a position where...
Could I tell
Could
Yaris?
Could you do that? Yeah, could you make actually an athletics check to try and get up to that kind of position?
Okay, yep. I'll roll my
It is pretty tough
advantage
going,
to athletics.
and maybe some climbing involved. Or scrambling at least.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, yep, you certainly make it. Is it just you or other people as well?
Everybody apart from, I think, Yaris.
Yeah, what am I doing?
Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Would Bert and Ernie, could you both make athletics checks as well?
Yeah, love.
Oh, yeah, just get ditched. So, yeah,
We should pass. Okay. Well, I won't pass. I have an 8 total.
I got +6 to
that
athletics.
doesn't do it. What did you get?
I get
Yourself.
+6.
See, your rolls are
10.
horrible today.
10.
They are. I've rolled 1,
10's
3,
not
5.
quite enough.
for
If you-
athletics.
Bother.
Just quickly, actually, if you rage, do you have advantage on athletics? Dylan,
You have
remember
advantage
that.
on strength checks
Yeah.
and strength saving throws.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll let you have
I
one
know.
more go. I'll let you have one more go at trying to climb. Both of you.
Well,
Me
that's-
too, or just Bert?
Both of you, yeah.
12 + 6 is 18.
You manage it as well.
I've rolled an 8 again. I may just have to wait at the bottom.
8
Like,
maybe.
yeah.
With
child.
your heavy and cumbersome armor, you're not able to pull yourself up.
Does he have a rope? Because could he throw it up to us or something? His rope.
Do you have a rope? Could you throw it down to him?
No, I don't have a rope, but he has a rope. I know he does. So he could maybe throw it
Yeah.
up or something, maybe?
Yeah. Do you want to make one final, using the rope that has been anchored somehow in, do you want to make one final athletics check with advantage?
Oh, nice, with advantage.
You
I'm gonna
better
throw
not roll
both,
the
you
ones
know.
in.
Right, that's a 19 total.
That will do it.
And then we've got a 14.
Okay, yeah, 19 will do it. That's
Perfect.
you manage to climb up, and now the three of you make your way as the darkness begins to descend. You make your way crouching over the sort of the top of the entrance of this cave.
And then can I give a signal to Yaris? And on that signal, can Yaris start making noise?
Okay.
I'm
Yaris,
making noise.
start making noise.
Okay. Oh, do I make the noise? I see
Yes.
my
It's up to you. What noise do you make?
I'm probably going to stop. snapping
Gong
off me.
gong. Let's hear it. Live demonstration.
What noise
Depends
do
what
you
I'm
make?
doing.
Do the
Stop
roll,
clapping.
Cogus, do the roll.
Start clapping.
Yeah.
A little bit of snow falls off from above the cave entrance.
More noise.
Louder.
You can,
We want noise.
you
We
continue
want
to
noise.
create noise louder and louder, and still nothing happens, save a little more snow showering off, and one of the smaller icicles breaking off and clattering and crashing to the ground on the outside of the cave.
Oh, there's nothing else happened.
I pulled the cable out of my monitor.
Right.
Oh dear.
There we go. Oh, how's that messed up all the text? Or did someone leave? Oh,
Oh,
Henry
can I?
left.
Oh,
You know?
could I cast thaumaturgy, please? Thaumaturgy.
Yes, remind me what that spell does again. Is that the,
Range 30 feet. Components verbal. You manifest a minor wonder within range, and you can create some magical effects, either your voice booming or causing flames or harmless tremors.
Okay.
So,
Yes, you certainly can do that.
at the top of my lungs, can I just cry out with my voice 3 times louder than normal?
Okay, yes, you can. Still, you
Let's
get.
hear a live demonstration.
You hear the echo of your loud, thunderous dwarven voice coming back. Nothing else seems to happen. Say
From the
more
entrance of the cave,
snow and a couple
could we
more
gauge
icicles
how could we gauge how deep the cave was from when we were at the entrance?
falling. Let me bring up the map.
One sec, guys, one sec.
Here we go, exciting times. All scenes. This is the Yeti Cave.
Ben, you're
Um,
gonna end us on a cliffhanger soon because
I certainly will.
this
Yes.
is great. This is wonderful. We just love cliffhangers and D&D, don't we?
And you'll have to wait a whole week now.
Whole week
until
now,
you
yeah,
find out.
exactly. Oh,
Okay. Right. Let me drag you on.
So, what did Othni
Characters.
say
We
whilst I was
have-
away?
I was just wondering how deep the cave was.
Okay, so I guess we climb down and return to Yaris.
If we know.
The sort of the main bit as you sort of peer into the sort of cave, the main bit you gather is maybe about 40 feet deep.
Okay.
Wait,
Yaris.
there's a Yeti cave map. I did not realize.
There is a Yeti cave map now. It's only just appeared.
Okay,
It's early.
I guess
are
we
you
climb
prepared on the
down
maps?
then and go in.
It's Casley.
Why is Katazi always so big? I don't think any of the rest of us are anywhere near that size.
The more important question is why has Katasi got a
I mean, I
beard?
can make Casley this size if you want. There you go. Okay. So with the darkness descending around you, you venture into the cave. Those of you with dark vision can at least see it to some extent. Fog of war. This is what we like. This is fun. Boop 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 boop. There we go.
Lovely.
So
Oh.
as you enter the cave, the first thing you notice is the sweat of is the stench stench of sweat and also rotting corpses. Peering around the cave, the sight that meets your eyes fills you with dread. The shattered and broken bones of unlucky travellers stick out against the surrounding gloom. Out of the corner of your eyes, you catch a slight glimpse of movement at the back of the cave, followed by a muffled grunt. And that is where we will leave the session this time.
Of course.
And we will
Nice.
we'll pick up pick up the story where we left off next Friday. We need to have some stuff to say at the end. I guess thank you to Kevin MacLeod for composing all the different songs that we have used in this. Are there any other credits we need?
Don't say it.
think
Don't
that's
say
about
it.
Obviously, our sponsor
Whoa.
is
Our
is
sponsor.
great
There we
to
go
Yeah. The show.
And thank you to our followers on Patreon for backing us. Like,
Yes.
Yes.